Alrighty, we're gonna get into Clone Wars Season 2 here. We have a lot to get through, I believe, roughly, again, 22 episodes or around that. I'm not gonna lie, going into this one, I'm probably gonna be a bit harsher, just due to the fact that Season 1 was a slog and a half to get through. If Season 2 doesn't have any improvements in any way, shape, or form, other than just the animation getting better, if the narrative doesn't get better, if the characters don't improve, I'm gonna be very harsh on this season. Season 1 and the movie of the Clone Wars are not very desirable in my opinion, and they probably should be lower on this list. But as I've said many times before, we can only go up from here, so I'm hoping that Season 2 is at least a somewhat improvement. If not, we're gonna be in for another journey and a half at the very least.
Jedi trapped on Felucia.
Alright, so we still have the introductions. I believe these Admiral Yularen introductions continue through most of the seasons, I believe. I could be wrong.
Warthog, protect the gunships.
I hope we're starting off strong here with a decent episode. This is the first episode, so...
They made it through the first wave.
Looks like it's the first battle of Felucia. Felucia always seemed like a planet you just did not want to fight on, or even own. The entire planet's just essentially Australia.
If those fighters got through, then our gunships can't be far behind. Prepare the troops to evacuate.
Ahsoka should be back from her jungle patrol by now.
Ahsoka, where are you?
I remember this part.
Master, we've engaged the enemy and we've got them on the run. What? We can't retreat now, Master. I've broken through.
This episode just further proves that she should not be in command.
Is an order.
Get in the ship, now!
Can't you see they're retreating?
Now follow orders and get in the ship.
And then you see the true scale of the battle, and yeah, she's cooked, man.
Padawan Ahsoka.
Absolutely insane.
Yes, my masters.
More to add.
I know I was wrong. I just got so caught up in my own success. I wasn't being disobedient.
Masters, this incident is my responsibility. I gave her more freedom than I should have.
But she hasn't proven herself yet. You gave her command during the Ryloth arc, and she got her entire squad killed. She has not earned this command. Also, Jedi in their child warriors. Fucking insane. Oh no, is this the turtle guy?
Hello, madam.
The old turtle Jedi dude. Can't remember his name.
There is more knowledge here.
Jocasta Nu is a Sith Lord. She deals in absolutes.
Master Kenobi says there are even texts here that are forbidden to be read.
Well, the archives hold a great many secrets. The Holocrons contain the most closely guarded secrets of the Jedi Order.
Can we go inside?
Oh, I'm afraid not.
Afraid, you need to fuck off.
Access. Guarding the Holocrons is one of the most important duties. Do you think you're up to the task?
More Cad Bane action. Does that mean Zero the Hutt as well? Or did they ditch Zero?
Have need of your services.
I'm listening.
The fucking Palpatine.
To get a holocron, I'd have to break into the Jedi Temple.
Perhaps your reputation has been exaggerated.
With elite weapons, cloaking device, the works. Oh, and triple my usual rate.
Your price is of no concern. We'll also provide you with the means to get inside the temple.
Palpatine last episode. These actions you've taken on the Senate are vile and disgusting, and I will not stand for them. Palpatine the next episode. I'm gonna hire you for a little job. I need a Jedi holocron. I love how he plays both sides like that so well.
Look, I'm just doing some maintenance.
I have no memory of any crashes.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Get the door.
I am a techno-service droid, not a butler droid.
Damn it, Toto. You are what I say you are.
I don't know why Cad Bane had to choose one of the most annoying droids ever.
Who's that?
Ola Rapal, Jedi out in the mid-rim.
We going after him?
Right now we're stealing a holocron.
The only place you can get a holocron is...
I know. Fortunately, our Sith Lord client has set us up with some help. For another, a security chip that I've placed in my droid. Both the vent shafts and the vault itself are equipped with all kinds of traps. Todo can take them out, and that's where your talents as a changeling will come in. You should be able to walk into the...
Alright, this is not the episode with the turtle Jedi. I don't think it is.
Now that I am a Jedi...
I can do that.
They're ear comlinks, so we can keep in communication.
Where do we start looking for these intruders? And what can they get here that they can't get anywhere else?
Information. Every piece of troop information in one place.
So the animation looks pretty much the same as last season when we left off on the high note. So the consistency is there, that's good.
Good afternoon, Master.
Good afternoon.
May I be of assistance?
No, no thank you, my dear. I don't want to bother you.
It wouldn't be a bother at all, Master. Things are slow right now.
Kato, come in. Kato, are you there yet? Kato, come in.
I'll be fine on my own.
You sure?
Look, youngling, I said I was fine.
Can't do anything right these days.
I'm in.
Just tell us where to get in.
There's a weak point in the shield that Toto should be able to break through. I will jam the temple's scanners.
There was a random weak point in the shield? Oh, this is the Jedi Temple. There shouldn't be any weak points in any of the shields.
I'm in the tower. No intruders, but something just happened.
Yes, something happened to the system down here, too.
Arrive. The intruders have. The communication center. Perhaps their target is.
Let me check the system. There has been a disturbance. It's near the top of the south tower.
On high alert. Place the temple.
The control board for the fan should be on your left. The fan you're passing through has a security switch.
Frodo, you're getting sucked into the fan! Kato, do something!
I've got it from here.
You can access the fan controls from the archive room?
The next part is relatively simple. Make your way down the shaft until you reach...
Excuse me.
Oh, Jocasta Nu is dead. She has to be one of the worst characters, man. She does absolutely nothing. She's just the old librarian. Like...
What's wrong with your voice?
Change of plans.
Looks like this is where they broke in.
Fortunately, we'll have a less troublesome time.
The vault is filled with laser sensors that go in every direction.
Just hurry. I can hear them.
Which way do you think they went?
The communication center is this way. Are you picking up any other life signs in this quadrant?
Deep in the temple. The intruders are. Possible it is. Receiving assistance they are.
We are good to go.
Stop cutting through that wall.
Padawan, alert you must be. Posing as a Jedi, the intruder is.
Bane, the two Jedi have turned around and are making their way towards you.
Well, you think she'd be able to put two and two together based on the interaction she had earlier with that random Jedi, but I guess we'll see what happens.
Who are you, and what have you done with Madame Jocasta?
So the only way Ahsoka wins this is because the assassin doesn't have any skill using a lightsaber. Oh, actually using the Force in a timely manner. Shocking.
Toto, are you done yet?
These things take time.
Jocasta Nu was such a skilled Jedi, you'd think she would be able to sense what was going on there before walking up to that guy and getting annihilated, but hey.
Holocron is no good without a Jedi to open it.
Kato, come in. Kato, something's gone wrong. Toto, is the hole finished?
Yes, but...
Go to the communication center.
Quick! The communication center! Let's go!
They didn't sense Cad Bane behind him?
Oh, testing the access hatch. Works great.
Bomb!
Bomb? What bomb? No, no!
That's not the last we see of that droid, though. I know that for a fact.
Madam Librarian, are you okay?
I think I'm all right.
Our war operations. It was never about.
What would someone want with a holocron?
Bala Rapal. That's who Bane's next target is.
Who's Bala Rapal?
He is the keeper of the Kyber crystal.
What's on the crystal?
A list of every known Force-sensitive child in the galaxy.
And you're saying all of this right in front of the Changeling.
Ahsoka and I will set out immediately.
If this Cad Bane is still here on Coruscant, I'll find him.
Stolen secrets!
Our base has been overrun. They've taken General Roble and the Holocron memory crystal.
What a strange thing for a droid to do. Why don't they just shoot him? What's going on over there?
We have to find out what ship Master Roble is on.
You will remain conscious, Master Jedi. A Attach mind limiters, pain pulsers, and give him a full dose of XC-33. Sir? That Republic ship has destroyed our escort and is blocking our escape.
Move us out of the battle zone and prepare to jump to hyperspace.
Why would they allow Cad Bane to command an entire Separatist fleet? He's a bounty hunter.
General, a Separatist command ship is fleeing the battle.
You think they have Master Ropal on board as a prisoner?
Already the troops are boarding.
Boarding? We have no boarding craft. You can't be serious.
I am, Admiral. Thank you for your opinion.
Even the Admiral can't believe this shit.
Converter, so we can't go into hyperspace.
Where are we going?
Rescue Master Ropal and recover an archive holocron.
We have no assault craft, sir. Waiting for orders, sir.
They still have the Twilight. How long do they have the Twilight for? Does it ever get destroyed?
Activate those walkers, Admiral.
You are not thinking of using those to transport the clones.
They are pressurized.
And they're equipped with magnetic feet.
You're a genius.
Execute battalion!
Those walkers are designed for terrain, not space.
Those walkers are designed for terrain, not space. You guys remember what happened last season? They had like 20 ATTE walkers all over asteroids in an asteroid belt. It was some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
Unfortunately, I don't have time to discuss this with you.
I'm not sure how much more of this he can take.
Are you a medical droid?
No, sir.
Then step back and shut up.
I don't think you need to be a medical droid to know
We've lost all his vital signs.
that somebody can only take a certain amount of torture before they die. Especially something as intense as that was.
He's dead.
So Cad Bane's just an idiot. That's all he's proven to be. What am I watching?
Darth Sidious asked me to loan you the Federation fleet. Didn't say you were going to war. I hope you can pay for all of this.
One authentic Jedi holocron and the memory crystal I was after.
Like I said earlier, why would you trust anything with Cad Bane? Obviously, if Sidious is asking him to do it, he's gonna do it, but my god, he's a fucking bounty hunter. Guys, I don't know about this one.
Should we send out reinforcements?
No.
What are you doing?
Did you say no?
The Jedi will board the ship and get the holocron back.
Only a Jedi can access the device. There are 2 Jedi on their way to help.
You'd better live through this.
Initiate the self-destruct sequence.
Roger, roger.
The rest of you stay here and defend the bridge.
I hate this job. Don't shoot! I'm not the commander. He's the commander. Guess I'm the commander now.
One authentic Jedi holocron and the memory crystal I was after.
Lock down the hangar bay and destroy all the escape pods. No one gets off this ship.
R2, you have to find Master Ropal.
Well, Skywalker, one of the engines on that frigate has exploded. I caution you to avoid the aft section.
Why wouldn't they just get off the ship?
I found him.
Rex, have some men take Master Ropal back to the Resolute. R2 says we're close.
Switch to night vision.
There.
Let's make this a bit more interesting.
Magnetics! You were trained for this!
Turn the gravity generators back on!
So could he use the Force on Cad Bane there, or no, because he's magnetized to the ground? Or could he not force pull himself towards Cad Bane? Because realistically, Cad Bane would have no chance against this team here.
I'll get him, Master!
Ahsoka, wait! It's a trap! Get them together!
I was gonna say, if he doesn't cut through the door, what the hell are we doing here? And I'm surprised something like that didn't happen earlier based on what was going on. That entire room should have blown up.
You thought you could get away?
I got you right where I want you.
I'm not impressed.
General Skywalker! Can you hear me?
If I had to assume, Cad Bane probably doesn't finish off the job, right? And he just runs away.
The ship is tearing itself apart.
And await my signal for evacuation.
Of all the Jedi, why did I have to end up with Skywalker?
Fresh now, youngling?
Not really. This burning boat is about to finish us both off, which means my master will be coming for me any minute.
Let's see if we can get him here any faster.
You said we'd be safe back here. Come on, there's 3 of us and only 1 of him. It won't matter.
Yeah, they're just there for comic relief at this point. There is really no other reason.
You have nowhere left to run, bounty hunter.
If I activate this control, the outside airlock will open and she will be sucked into oblivion. It's a horrible way to die. Besides, isn't negotiation the Jedi way?
What do you want?
This holocron. I can't unlock it, but you can.
Looks at him, says, "Sorry, I don't negotiate with terrorists," and walks out. Ahsoka gets sucked out into the vacuum of space. God, with how much time they waste in this show, you'd think he would have already pressed the button.
No, Master! Don't do it!
He has the Force. Force pushed the battle droids into him, like anything. Literally anything.
Units made for that shuttle!
That only started happening now? What?
We're trying to make our way to the shuttle now. You two find the general and help him.
Actually gonna open it.
Now I will combine this holocron with the memory crystal I acquired from your dead Jedi.
Did he need to explain that to us?
My employers will be most pleased.
He could have done something like that from the very beginning.
With some encouragement, I have access to the holocron and all the information the memory contains. I have a plan for my own escape.
You're not going anywhere, bounty hunter.
So instead of shooting Cad Bane, they just walk up behind him and go, "You're not going anywhere, bounty hunter."
Master, patience.
You're right.
What are we doing here? This is all conveniently happening at the same time.
Trooper, get the holocron.
No, sir.
No time. Rex, get us out of here.
So that was quite obviously Cad Bane.
Bane's dead, but I can still feel him.
Weird, you couldn't feel him earlier.
I'm sorry I let that mercenary get the upper hand.
It wasn't your fault, Ahsoka.
Please tell me this is the same ship from earlier, right? There was a gunship right there.
So the mission was your usual version of success, then?
If by success you mean I won, then yes.
Oh boy. Episode 3, here we go.
Anakin Skywalker, cunning bounty hunter Cad.
Yeah, I don't know if I would call that a daring assault. It was something.
Without the holocron.
We're doing this again?
Good job frying that bounty hunter.
What now?
Now we get the injured to the medical bay.
There's something I think you should see.
Yeah, you should probably check that one, Trooper.
Trooper, are you alright? Must have been hit in the head.
Sure isn't from any of our men.
You're no clone. Ugh.
Why didn't he just hit him with his lightsaber? What are we doing here, Anakin? Come on, man.
Lock down the hyperspace ring.
It punches him in the face. Like,
Could possibly have happened since I last spoke with you.
Now!
that way too late. He said it like 4 times to deactivate him.
It is most unfortunate Bane was allowed to escape again.
Again?
Inflict devastating damage on the Jedi Order.
I can't. They're so fucking incompetent.
The Jedi were no problem.
I need test subjects. Choose 4 children and bring them to Mustafar.
Seems like a small-time crime for the likes of you.
Among the children of the Jedi, there are no innocents.
A jungle world. Dome cities, I see. Rhodia.
A house in K-Tap Square.
There's an ocean planet home to Nautilus. Lee Ansem?
Glee and Selm.
I sense a place I've been to before. Naboo.
A village. Southern sector.
The Gungan child was screaming.
To Naboo you must go. With you, take your Padawan. But more children in danger? There are.
I shall leave for Rhodia immediately.
Find more younglings. We will.
Your son is strong with the Force.
Master Ropal said the day would come for him.
Jedi imposters have been roaming the galaxy.
Just like this one right here.
Him now.
He is my only child.
Look into this. It will relax you.
If his whole job was just to do that from the beginning, then why wouldn't he just use that device from the beginning? So many questions.
you're looking for my son, Jedi, he's not here.
Open the door!
You'll never get him!
Where is the bounty hunter?
He was a Jedi.
Jedi do not carry blasters.
What have I done?
Why would he just stand there that entire time? What are these mustache-twirling villain getaways? It's just ridiculous, man. You're gonna tell me Obi-Wan didn't sense him? Standing right beside him?
General Skywalker, they told us you were coming.
The Gungan family been notified.
Yes.
Let me take the lead, Master.
All right, go with the Gungan.
Don't move, Sleemo.
You're quite clever, but naive.
I think I've earned the right to wear this again. Your daughter is safe now.
Do you really believe that?
I'm thinking the exact same thing. Do you really believe that? After how easily he infiltrated that place.
I work alone.
It's only a matter of time before we locate the Holocron.
What are you going to do, Jedi? Torture me?
The fear of whoever you work for outweighs your fear of us.
Conversation is over.
We tore the ship apart. There's no sign of the Holocron.
Did you check the ship's navigation records?
They were wiped clean.
Using the Force to compel a strong mind to cooperate is risky.
You will take us to the Holocron.
You will take us to the Holocron. Will take us to the Holocron.
I won't.
Now!
I will take you. No!
Again.
Had enough of that. I'll take you to the Holocron.
The Chancellor wants a report.
Tell him this is not Republic business.
But as long as the Jedi are acting as a military, we should report to the Chancellor.
Well then, I guess you just volunteered to go.
I agree. Report back here when you're finished.
This could be a trap, Master.
Of course it's a trap, Skywalker.
I will contact you when we find...
Everything is a trap.
The coordinates.
The coordinates are 673117.
That will take us into the far outer rim.
Do you want your Holocron? And your kids, or not?
Ah, Anakin. It is good to see you. Excuse us, child. To think a simple bounty hunter could create such a plan.
I believe someone else, someone much more powerful, was behind this.
And he's standing right next to you.
Dooku.
Oh? And have you any clues as to who it may be?
Palpatine, he's such a cheeky fuck.
There, child.
Master, subjects of this age rarely survive the slave conditioning procedure.
The natural talent these children possess is too great to be wasted by the Jedi. I foresee an army of Force-talented spies in the dark side to peer into every corner of the galaxy from afar. If the surgery fails, I will have lost nothing.
Stay here and watch the ship.
Yes, sir.
Where are you keeping the children?
But first, there is your precious Holocron. Let me get it for you.
No more of your tricks.
Blast!
Stepped in it this time.
Oh, you think that wasn't the trick already? My god, he literally said this was gonna be a trap. Cad Bane escapes again. Holy Christ.
I have the feeling Master Windu and Obi-Wan could have used our help.
I don't like being out of the action either, but somebody's got to do this job.
Bane picked up a lot of volcanic ash on his travels. What have you got, R2?
Looks like Bane erased his navigation records, not his fuel computer. Well, if we cross the list of planets we know he visited, with the distance he traveled,
We may be able to calculate where else he went.
Or just calculate all the planets that have volcanic ash on them.
Mustafar.
Wait, Mustafar? There were no children on Mustafar.
Very remote. Probably stopped there to refuel.
That explains the ash, but it was 6 systems out of his way. Maybe he met up with whoever he's working for.
Anything to get out of this hangar.
I hate the Twilight so much. Mace Windu Indiana Jones moment?
Anytime, Cody.
R2, begin the landing cycle.
A starship is approaching. It is not a bounty hunter.
Evacuate the children to my secondary facility. I'm afraid this installation is lost. Turn off the gravity supports and let the building sink into the lava.
Palpatine must have a lot of those facilities if he's just willing to let one be completely destroyed.
I sense something, Master.
It's the dark side, Ahsoka.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
This way.
All gravity supports off. Quick, the Jedi are coming. Turn out the lights.
We're too late.
I can sense they're still here. Be careful of the youngling!
The droid is using the youngling as a shield. Holy shit. That was just pure BS, but whatever. The station just starts conveniently falling apart at the right time.
The base was completely destroyed, so was any clue who's behind this.
Most unfortunate.
The important thing is that the children are safe and we've recovered the Holocron.
Cad Bane, based off of these past few episodes, is coming off as a pretty mediocre bounty hunter. He seems to only be getting away because of the Jedi's stupidity.
Clovis is secretly taking part in a separatist conspiracy.
Master Annie, what a delight to see you.
That will be all, 3PO.
Oh, very well.
I brought dinner.
How did you manage this?
I had to hitch a ride on a cargo freighter.
What happened to your military transport?
It blew up. Anyway.
Did you just get the hots for him after he said the entire freighter blew up? Bro, she's not right in the head.
When I was little, I cooked every day. I've been saving it for a special occasion.
An evening alone with you? I can't think of an occasion more special.
Involved with the Separatist, the banking clan is.
I couldn't agree more, Master Yoda.
That is why we asked you to summon young Skywalker.
I've been signaling him all night.
I have to report to the Jedi Council. If I keep delaying, Obi-Wan will send a clone squad out to find me. I can sense that you're angry.
Don't think you can read my mind.
Padme, you shouldn't take this personally. Duty comes first, especially in wartime.
And she took it personally.
What's going on?
Senator Clovis is conspiring with the Separatists. We need to find out what he's planning.
Do you want me to interrogate him, Master?
No. Treat Senator Clovis as a criminal. We should not.
The slightest misstep could cause a major incident.
You feel if we provoke him, we'll never find out what he's up to.
Exactly. And I to get close to him for us. Someone he won't suspect.
Selected Senator Amidala, we have.
I don't think that's a good idea. There has to be someone else who's more qualified for this.
We chose Senator Amidala because she and Clovis entered the Senate in the same year. They served on the same committee. They were good friends.
I didn't know that.
Obi-Wan.
It's just that I wouldn't expect Senator Amidala to have a friend in the banking clan.
Trust you she does, Skywalker. That is why convince her. You must.
General Skywalker, you finally found some time for me.
Are you still mad about last night?
Why would I be mad?
Now tell me about your
He's
dealings
definitely
with
mad.
Senator Clovis.
So you're here on Jedi business. I don't want to spy on a colleague and an old friend.
How well do you know Clovis?
Why does that matter? That was before we were together.
I am just trying to get a sense of who this guy is.
I thought you were here to talk me into becoming an agent for the Jedi.
That is not a job for you. I don't agree with the council on this. Last place you should be is anywhere near him.
Clovis is conspiring with the Separatists? Yoda didn't tell me that. This is terrible. I never expected that from him. Someone has to find out the truth.
Just not you.
Why not me?
Because it's going to be dangerous.
I've been in many tough situations before. I never stopped you from facing danger.
Maybe because he's a Jedi and you're a senator. Oh my god.
It's very different from spying on a traitor.
You've convinced me that it's vital to learn what Clovis is doing. I accept the mission to spy on him.
Even though I'm telling you not to.
Don't take it personally, Anakin. Duty comes first. Especially in wartime.
Oh! Uno reverse card.
Clovis and I haven't spoken in a long time.
What does that mean, Senator?
At one point, Clovis and I were close. Clovis didn't take it well.
Senator Clovis is a very dangerous man. If he realizes she's trying to trick him...
I'm aware of the risks, Master Jedi, but I know I can regain Clovis's trust.
There are no risks because she's in Revenge of the Sith.
I'll do whatever is necessary to succeed in my mission. It's been good to see you again, Clovis. I didn't realize how lonely I was.
Perhaps I can do more to ease your loneliness once I return from Nemoidia.
Ah, you're taking a pleasure trip?
Going there to put the fear of Scipio in those overgrown Trade Federation grubs. They love to borrow money from the banking clan, but they hate to pay back.
I'm on the HoloNet with the Nemoidians every day asking for trade concessions.
Come with me to Nemoidia. I have leverage from the banking clan. You have diplomatic contacts.
Are you inviting me for political reasons or because you want us to be friends again?
Both, of course. Although I'm far more interested in your friendship.
I'll be happy to go with you. Old times.
On the contrary, I hope it'll be much better than old times. You look exquisite.
Just the Anakin cuck arc.
You can rest your head on my shoulder.
Allow me, my lady. Oh, and this one's broken.
Senator Amidala, an unexpected privilege.
Please forgive me for arriving unannounced.
Oh no, always a pleasure to see you, my dear. My servants will see you to your room. Clovis and I have some business to discuss.
We'll create unimaginable new war profits.
That looks like the Walt Disney Castle.
As long as the Republic doesn't find out, you should never have brought a member of the Senate here.
After that long trip, I think I need a walk.
We should be getting a greater share of the profits.
Are you suggesting we change the terms of our agreement? A deal is a deal. I'd hate for something to happen to you.
Forget yourself, Clovis. You cannot threaten me on my own planet.
With the snap of a fingers, Clovis would be gone and dead and never to be remembered again, so I don't know. Other than the fact he's representing the banking clan, I'm sure they could just find somebody else, somebody a little more competent.
I'm sorry to intrude. I was lonely, so...
My dear, I'll give you a proper tour later. Now let me take you back to your room so you can get dressed for dinner. Now if you'll excuse me, I'll see you at dinner.
How do you think I feel? I hate the thought of answering to Clovis. Perhaps we won't have to, now that we've finally found his weakness.
I'm failing to understand how these two have to answer to him.
Clovis would do anything to save her, and only we would have the antidote. As my honored guest, please share this drink with me. A toast to our new friendship. Senator. Everyone is eager to meet you.
She just got space aids or something from that, 100%. There's no way you aren't catching something after sharing a drink with that guy.
Are you feeling alright?
I'm fine.
It has been a very long day. Perhaps we should retire to the guest quarters?
Unless you like a tour of the palace.
A tour sounds perfect.
You're dismissed for the night.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes.
Well, really, my service is not required for the rest of the evening.
Why isn't Padme with you?
She is with Senator Clovis.
And you let her go off with him?
Did try to warn her.
Oh, poor Anacock.
I'm waiting for my business venture to start. I'm doing some private investing.
Could you bring me something to drink? I'm so thirsty all of a sudden and my head is pounding.
Oh, you poor thing. It's the climate change.
Oh, that has a whole different meaning in today's day and age.
Display hologram.
Passcode.
Scipio, banking clan, Senator Clovis, Baron Rush Clovis, Rush, Padme.
Passcode accepted.
She could just stand there guessing passwords all day and it would never lock on her. That seems like a pretty shit system.
Finally, gotta go.
Well, it seems no one wants my company tonight.
Still dying of thirst.
That tastes so good. I guess I was just thirsty.
Come, Padme. Give me your hand.
You're so good to me, Clovis.
It's nice to hear you say that.
For this moment all night.
Your heart is racing.
Because of you.
I wasn't sure you still had feelings for me.
Anacock.
Duty comes first. No matter how we feel.
Padme, what's wrong?
Take good care of this, R2. Get the ship ready for takeoff.
Stay with her. I'll go get a medical droid.
If I'm not here in 5 minutes, leave without me.
She's been poisoned.
What do you mean? She is a Republic spy.
Passcode Padme.
No hologram is available.
She did steal it. I was just in the library. The hologram disc is gone. I see now why you renewed our friendship.
I did it for the Republic. I didn't want to believe that you were involved with the Separatists.
Where is the disc you stole?
Your scheme is finished.
Get away from her.
Padme, how dare you speak like that to me?
What's wrong with her?
Lot Dod poisoned her.
I'll take her to the doctors on course.
She's dying for like the 10th time in this show.
She's stolen a very valuable disc from me. Return it, and I'll get the antidote from Lot Dod.
I'm sure he'd be very interested in hearing all about this.
It's her life that I worry about. She must be saved because I love her.
I suggest you can help us back to the Senator's ship. Come with me, quickly.
Why does he trust this guy?
What is going on, Clovis?
Senator Amidala is very ill, and we're taking her to her ship.
Senator Amidala is ill. She should not be moved.
I have contacted the authorities on Naboo. They thought it best to take her back to Coruscant. The doctors there are better equipped. Give me the antidote or you're dead.
You pay for this. Give Clovis the antidote.
Your kindness is much appreciated, Senator.
Have you lost your mind?
Now give me back my disc. Don't worry, Clovis. It's good to know you have a heart. I wish I could give you the disc, but I have a lot of faith in your survival skills.
What if the quote-unquote medicine was just a second virus or poison or whatever it was?
The Jedi will use that information to destroy Count Dooku's foundry. Mission was a success.
Clovis, we need to talk.
I find it so weird that either of them would actually answer to that guy, especially Poggle the Lesser. That doesn't add up.
With the clone army stretched in a desperate attempt to engage General Grievous' Starfleet, mount a massive invasion to retake Geonosis, and shut down Poggle's factories of terror once and for all.
You didn't shut him down the first time you were there, so it looks like we're back again.
It is unfortunate.
The same can be said for their loyalty to Count Dooku. You're late.
My squadron alone had 55 kills.
Yeah, but mine had 76.
Well, I'm glad you two are enjoying yourselves.
I wish I could say the same.
The way this war seems to be drawing out.
5 more seasons, Obi-Wan.
Agreed. Ahsoka, contact the Outer Rim Command.
Our ships are in position, and we're ready to begin our campaign against the Geonosians.
I noticed they dropped the nicknames completely.
Anakin, Kiadi, and I shall attempt a 3-pronged attack. Once we have landed, we shall knock out the shield generator. That is our primary target.
If something went wrong, we could be dealt a serious blow.
Capture Poggle, we must.
As always, I shall leave the strategy to you.
Now time to go tell Poggle exactly what you guys are gonna do.
Getting past the defenses here will be the trick. General Mundi will come across the defensive lines from the north. We will make our assault through the middle. General Skywalker will make his attack on the defensive lines from the south.
If we meet with strong resistance...
I just remember this going horribly wrong for them.
Their front lines are heavily fortified. Look at that giant wall with all the gun emplacements.
Don't worry, we're not going anywhere near that. You just make sure you get yourself to that landing zone in one piece.
Cody, prep the gunships. Last time I was chained to a pole and attacked by several humongous monsters.
That sounds entertaining.
It was.
It definitely was. A lot more entertaining than season 1 and 2 of this have been so far. Although I will say, I think we're starting to get somewhere here. The Geonosian ARF troopers looking pretty cool.
Yes, sir. General Kenobi's already underway.
Well, he's got a head start.
Good luck, General.
There is no such thing as luck.
Every time I see Kiadi-Mundi, I wish he dies. I know he doesn't until Order 66, but my god, I hate his character even more now. Especially after the Acolyte.
Good thing those bugs can't aim.
It spoke way too soon. What a stupid thing to say as well.
The flak is too heavy.
Was that Skywalker's ship that went down?
I just lost contact with Skywalker's team.
Come on, get up! We have to keep moving!
I find it hard to believe that that ship did not just fold like tissue paper.
Get the tanks on the ground, now!
Cody, get the tank!
Like, they're so high up in the air, and these gunships are not that large, nor protected.
Copy that, Commander. Have fun down there.
Famous last words, have fun down there. Oh, this is not going to be fun for them.
But there's nowhere else to go!
You don't have much of a choice.
We're hit! We're going down! Brace yourselves!
We got hit pretty hard.
Yeah, no shit.
And what about Skywalker?
Reported but they're still in the middle of a firefight. Skywalker's tanks are gone. In the meantime, they'll press on to the rendezvous point.
Load the engine onto the tanks. With any luck, we can meet up with Skywalker.
Can Obi-Wan send support or not?
I don't think so, sir. Cody says General Kenobi never reached the landing site. You think his gunship got shot down?
Well, what if something happened to General Kenobi? He could be injured.
No time for that kind of talk. We need to mobilize. Now! We're gonna rush the guns. We need to give Rex cover when we attack.
Got it.
I'm worried about him too. But you have to keep your mind in the here and now. Otherwise, we'll never be able to help Obi.
Oh, if only Anakin had that mindset always.
Boy, reporting as ordered, sir. Waxer reporting as ordered, sir. I need you to get out there and check for survivors.
Having them run out into no man's land like that probably would have died.
Waxer, I'm glad to see you. Trapper and I are the only ones still alive.
Bugs are on the move and trying to surround us as we speak, sir. They've got the general. HT 636. Lay down cover fire at point 35. Take it down!
No, nothing too serious. What's the situation here?
We've got no air cover. 2 generals on the ground beyond our position. The enemy was more than prepared for our attacks, sir.
General Skywalker and General Mundi will make it to our position. We just have to make sure we're still here.
But we have 3 attack forces on the ground and only 1 at the landing zone.
This is a planetary-wide invasion, Captain.
I'll report to the general. Commander Jet out.
Have you located General Skywalker's position?
Eastern barrier.
That's not a barrier, it's a fortress.
Well, this is another fine mess you've gotten us into.
It's not my fault. You were supposed to study the holomap.
When I reminded you about the giant wall, and you said, don't worry, Smith, we won't be anywhere near that.
Are you sure this is the shortest way to the landing zone?
No.
Yadi Mundi. The clones should just blast him right now. Little Order 66 test out to see if they're good enough.
What's the plan, General?
Just keep us covered, Rex.
So you're telling me that she knew about the wall the whole time and still they ran directly towards it? They didn't try and find an alternate path? They didn't climb up somewhere else, maybe further away from the wall? No, we're just gonna run directly towards it even though we know it's there?
How many droids have you shut down so far?
25.
Ah, you're falling behind.
I guess George Lucas decided he wanted to have a Legolas Gimli moment. That was honestly probably Dave Filoni because he sees Ahsoka as Gandalf the White, essentially. Yeah, the fact that the Geonosians can fly, it's just game over for this entire section here.
We need to put the explosives inside the walls.
Found one!
Huh? So Rex has to go through it slowly to kill the droideka, but Anakin can just fly full speed through the shield? What the hell's going on here? I don't know why they didn't just use the Force to push the droidekas off the top. I don't...
Next time, just tell me to jump.
I bet you Rex probably shit his pants the entire way down. I really like that part, I can't lie. It's pretty fucking awesome. I don't know why they didn't do it earlier, but it's pretty cool. I do like the flame troopers.
Can you get me Admiral Yularen?
Admiral, we're at the breaking point.
You're out in luck, General Skywalker. I have 1 squadron available.
I just feel like that point would have fallen so much faster. They were so incredibly outmatched. They were getting picked off very quickly.
I might ask you the same question. Our combined forces should be enough to destroy the shield generator. You'll need to take a small squad through the shield. From there, you'll be able to temporarily jam their scanners. Once the tanks knock out the shield, Master Mundi can bring the rest of the troops in with the gunships.
Tell Skywalker to start the attack.
Let's jam their scanners. Droid poppers, ready. Bring up the tanks.
Wait, I'm confused. If vehicles can get past the shield, then why didn't they just land inside the shield? If that's all it took, they could have just flew some bombers through it and taken it out that way. Oh, I'm really confused now. If all it took was a couple tanks to get past, or ATTEs to get past.
60. Looks like I won.
Yeah, but I called in the airstrike. Tie. I expect to see both of you back here by the time I've destroyed the main factory.
We shall do our best.
This entire episode is strange, because it felt like they were losing that battle severely. And then within like a couple minutes, they were able to turn it around, storm the Geonosian castle or whatever, and blow up the shield.
A final surge.
I'm still not entirely understanding, so the Republic would have won Geonosis in the first battle, and then they just gave it up? Was there a Geonosian civil war? Did they take over again?
Barris, I assume you've made the necessary preparation?
Because if I remember correctly, in Attack of the Clones, the Trade Federation, they fled. They left the planet, because they were losing. Losing big time as well in Attack of the Clones.
This bridge is our first waypoint, and here. Because it's
only after we neutralize the guns that we can push for the factory.
We can push for the factory. Now expect stiff resistance from...
don't forget to top off your energy cells and ration packs.
What the hell are we doing here?
Anything else, Ahsoka?
No.
Okay, what's next?
You know, Master, my briefings might go better if you didn't interrupt me.
I wasn't interrupting, I was trying to help you.
Which I would appreciate.
It's not about trust, it's about getting the job done right.
So you don't trust me to get the job done right. I knew it.
I never said...
No, it's okay. I'm the Padawan, you're the Master.
I mean, yeah, that's how that's supposed to work.
At it again, are they?
Again, Master?
Say that they have a penchant for playing loose with regulations and...
Well, if you don't trust me, then maybe you should send me back.
Don't tempt me, Snips.
If you're both finished with your little discussion, we do have a factory to destroy. Well, Barris, aren't you going to introduce yourself?
Padawan learner, Barris Offee, at your service. Glad to meet you. I'm Ahsoka.
It's good to see both.
I wish it was under more peaceful circumstances.
The goody two-shoes of the Jedi. Luminara.
Our losses will be high.
Not as high as they'll be if that factory comes online.
Indeed, but there is an alternative. Every Geonosian building has a series of catacombs beneath it that run deep underground. Once inside, we could find the main reactors and blow the factory inside out.
Well, looks like a good way to get lost, if you ask me.
But I have instructed...
You're telling me you couldn't just bombard it from space and just hit it with heavy cannons? That seemed to work at Tapoka City.
How do we keep the Geonosians occupied while...
If whoever's going in there is gonna be successful, we'll need to create a diversion.
That task will be carried out by you and I, Skywalker, while the destruction of the factory falls to the Padawan.
Walking into that factory could be suicide.
Not if you and I are successful holding Poggle's attention at the bridge.
I've had riskier assignments.
But unlike Barris, you aren't prepared for...
Not to worry. My Padawan is reliable.
We'll be in and out. Don't worry, Master.
It's decided then. We'll monitor your progress on these chronometers. Mark. You feel Ahsoka's not up to the task.
Never said that.
What is it then?
Nothing. Prepare the men.
We'll have to make a bold move.
The best way to do that is to march our troops straight up the middle. They can't resist that.
We have 10 garrisons of new droids ready to deploy. No, the super tanks are not ready. But when they are, they have no weapon that can penetrate its heavy armor.
Here come the droids. Everybody steady. As long as we can destroy them faster than they can make them, we'll come out on top.
I love your simple logic, Skywalker.
Let them fall into the trap. You may now commence attack.
Here goes nothing. I know the way. Be my guest. They're sleeping. We don't have time. This direction is the fastest. Ahsoka.
They should have entered the catacombs by now.
Left at the next junction.
I like how they put the detail of the sand on them as the battle continues. That's a nice little attention to detail.
It's not left. It's up. It's this way.
I find it hard to believe that any of the Geonosians would be sleeping when there's another full-scale invasion going on.
Get up there, Grievous!
I beg you to let us use the secret weapons. Thank you, my lord. Deploy the super tanks. Attack formation.
Looks like the Separatists have a new toy.
Elevation 427.
I don't think we ever see these again. See them just in this episode.
Whoa, that's a lot lot of droids. Main control room's this way.
Our shields are holding. That's a relief.
Sir, nothing could withstand it.
It's a bit of a problem, in my opinion, when you make a super tank or a ray-shielded tank, and that's not something that continues onwards in the series or the franchise as a whole. They just do it for the episode as like a little cool tech thing, a little upgrade for the Geonosians.
The bombs are active.
Or were they just created so Ahsoka and Barasafi could get out of this situation?
Get down!
You heard His Highness. Collect their pathetic little bomb.
See if your stupid tank can take this!
Joe just has weird moments like that. As if the battle stopped completely and then they just have a little moment together.
Rex, fall back!
But, sir, you can't be asking us to turn tail and run.
I want to draw those tanks out onto the bridge. Let's go!
Stupid green color!
Rex, any sign of Ahsoka or Barriss on your side?
No, sir. The evacuation ships are arriving.
My Padawan will not fail.
Ahsoka, where are you?
Where'd she go?
This tank could destroy the power generator, and probably us along with it.
I guess that's our only choice.
Master, can you hear me?
Set off the bombs! We're trapped!
We can't make it out.
Can't make it out. Ahsoka, wait!
Fire.
Oh no, Ahsoka dies for the 25th time.
Ahsoka, can you hear me? Master Luminara, don't worry.
Be at ease.
At ease. We need to act now. Ahsoka and Barriss may still be alive down there.
There's not enough time. I sense them drifting away.
No, we'll get them out.
The tank lifters are here to move the debris as ordered, General.
How deep do you think we're buried? It's probably best not to think about it. Hand me that power cell, would you? Mind holding the light?
Whatever you're doing, I hope it works, because I'd sure rather have died fighting up there than starve to death down here.
We'll run out of air long before we starve.
Don't worry, we'll run out of air long before we starve, so let's just keep talking and wasting oxygen.
We cannot abandon our Padawan.
I too care for my apprentice.
I refuse to let Ahsoka die. She will find a way out.
If my Padawan has perished, I will mourn her, but I will celebrate her as well through her memory.
Well, I still plan on celebrating this victory with my Padawan, in person.
By destroying this factory, we've saved countless lives elsewhere.
Well, I'm about to save 2 more.
I'm picking up a pulse on Ahsoka's comm channel.
I know you're up there, and I know you're looking for me.
I'll move the heavy machinery over, sir.
No time.
Someone's digging.
I told you we shouldn't give up on them.
It's not that I gave up, Skywalker, but unlike you, when the time comes, I am prepared to let my student go. You say the same?
No, he can't.
I never doubted you for a second.
Padawan, you did well.
But if it weren't for Ahsoka, we'd still be down there.
Your master never lost faith in you.
I did. That's basically what she's getting at.
Key weapons factories have been destroyed.
You two have done enough destroying that factory. Go get some rest.
We suffer a great many losses in these battles.
The battles do appear to be coming with growing frequency. We have clone squadrons spread out all over the area, but no hits yet.
I'll go out and find some clue as to where he went.
Can handle.
Poggle has too much information about the Separatists to let him get away.
We lost one. Lord Poggle says leave it.
I didn't expect to find you up and about.
After enough time in a Vector tank, one longs for the mundane comfort of star charts.
Let's make sure we don't have to take Geonosis a 3rd time.
There.
It appears to be a munitions container of some kind.
Looks like Poggle was on a direct course. That way.
Headed directly for the Progate Temple.
Nothing in the temple could have survived. Why would he risk exposure to go there?
I'm not yet sure.
I'm tracking a sandstorm that's heading your way.
Poggle is out in the open and I intend to grab him before he can get off-world.
You might get lost in the storm.
Then we'd have to find both you and Poggle.
I feel it is a risk worth taking.
We're gonna die in the sandstorm.
Don't leave me.
I
That probably would have been good information to give before you left.
What could be taking her so long?
What could be taking her so long? Look at the storm outside.
I must admit, I am troubled that we've not heard from her.
Luminara is not one to take unnecessary risks.
Not the one to take unnecessary risks. She just did. What? What is this writing? The fucking dialogue from Kiadi Mundi.
Master Kenobi, he tracked Poggle to the Progate Temple, but now there's no sign of him.
Go no further until we can send support. Storm is making things difficult. We can barely read your transmission as it is. Master Unduli! Master Unduli! We'll never get to her in this storm. The gunships can't handle it.
We have no choice. And trust in Master Unduli.
Spread out and look around, men. Any sign of Luminara?
No, sir.
This is not a good sign. Luminara's lightsaber.
Poggle didn't do this.
That is one ugly bug.
I wish they would have explored this idea a bit further. The whole idea of the Geonosian brain worms is pretty cool.
This leads to a dead end. So I'd say that's our best bet.
I'll go first.
If you're following me, you must leave this place. Just get out.
She must be close by.
Can't stop them!
I've heard stories of a Geonosian hive mind so powerful that it can maintain its connection with its warriors even after they have died.
And you think that's why we couldn't kill them? Because they're
already dead, yes.
That can't be true.
Doesn't matter what you think, you just witnessed it.
There's no signal.
You two, head back to the surface and contact General Mundi.
I won't be unhappy to get out from under all this dirt.
Clearly sending 2 wasn't enough. I made it a total of 5 feet. It was just down the hall.
I think that would be a foolhardy move, Anakin. We can't divide our troops again. Every moment we waste puts Luminara in greater danger.
Very alien-like. Very much so.
We must be getting close.
Smells down here.
Keep your voice down.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
She's suspended near the throne.
You take the soldiers, I'll take the queen.
Must you always rush into things?
You don't actually want to talk to it, do you?
Matter of fact, I do. Don't you wonder why they took Luminara captive?
She's leverage. She's a hostage.
No, there's something else going on here. Cody, set your men up around the perimeter. Turn your lamps on at my signal.
But what happens when the bugs pursue? You've seen them in action, so...
Cody, grab a camera. This is about to be fucked.
When this doesn't go as planned, which it won't, I'll be ready.
That is so reassuring.
I thought I told you not to follow me, Master Kenobi.
I took a lesson from Anakin and decided not to follow orders.
Hey.
You are the creatures that attack Geonosis.
I am Obi-Wan Kenobi, and this is Anakin Skywalker. You shall release the Jedi Luminara and submit to Republic law.
Alrighty then.
No patience, Anakin. Wait. Destroying us shall only make the Republic's judgment of you harsher.
Watch, and once inside, her mind becomes my mind.
It's a sort of mind control, a hive mind.
Find out everything you wanted to know yet?
I want to see how it works.
No, I don't.
I'm curious. The more we know, the better.
I disagree.
So do I.
The nose or the ear, which do you think will enter?
I think the nose.
Isn't it always? Cody, now!
Yeah, so other than to get like a comedic moment and stuff out of that, I figured we all knew where this was gonna go. There was obviously no chance of reasoning with that thing.
God, what are you doing? I was going to study that.
Study the bottom of my boot. Come on!
You could still study it.
Take out the support!
Almost getting Luminara killed so we could study a worm.
It's our way out.
Why would they trust Poggle to not just fly away once they get to the top? Why wouldn't Poggle just fly away right now? And they conveniently escape again. One of the worst situations I think they've ever been in.
After a massive assault,
They need medical supplies immediately. We can obtain these supplies at the medical station near Ord Cestus.
The Republic must begin debriefing Poggle right away if we're to get useful intelligence.
I suggest we let our Padawans handle the supply mission.
I'm happy to help. As am I.
And after we've delivered Poggle to Coruscant, we'll rendezvous with you for the voyage to Dantooine.
Oh, looks like Obi-Wan's gonna get his wish after all.
Got another mission, sir? We're making a medical supply run to Ord Cestus. Thought we were bred for battle, not running errands. Hey, we were bred to follow orders, Pulsar. You got a problem with that? No problem. That's what I thought. Come on, up, brother. Up and at 'em. Thank you, sir.
How does this work then? Is the Queen still alive, or what's the deal here?
I look forward to your arrival.
What? What is it? It's too quiet. It's a big change from all the fighting the last few days.
You should enjoy this peace while it lasts.
I can't. Let's go eat.
Where the hell did he find so many in such a short period of time? It's like they were just laying around everywhere. But it's supposed to be a hive mind, which this isn't adding up. So who's controlling them?
Master Windu has said we are keepers of the peace, not warriors.
However, once the war is over, it will be our job to maintain the peace.
Yes, but will we do so as keepers of the peace or warriors? And what's the difference?
I don't have all the answers, Ahsoka. Like you, I'm a learner. What does your master tell you?
Anakin? Oh, you might find some of his thoughts on the future.
That's some shitty looking food.
Will always do what needs to be done.
Just came up to check on a scythe. We're on course and all systems are green. What the?
Evening, Ox. Edge, would you like to join us? Is something wrong, Trooper?
Yeah. Glad you figured that one out.
Stand down!
Order 66 before Order 66.
What are you doing?
Two clones just attacked us. What is going on?
You know what happened to those troopers?
Couldn't tell you, Commander. I'm just as confused as...
You're in charge of those men. Did you order them to kill us?
No, sir. I didn't.
What's happening? Why would they do this?
We heard shots.
Why should we believe you?
No guns.
These men wouldn't just attack us without reason.
My master had a clone betray them once.
At least it didn't feel like that.
Excuse me, sir. We should make sure that we're still in control of the bridge.
We need to get up there.
But these two will be coming around any minute.
Havoc can watch them until we check on the bridge.
The cargo ship failed to check in on schedule. There is no reply.
They're in trouble.
Have faith in your Padawan.
She would have checked in.
Like you always do. Sometimes I don't think you realize how alike you two have become.
We need to continue our interrogation of Poggle.
Oh, shut up, Kiadi Mundi.
Keep your ears open in case Ahsoka calls.
Got it. Engage the autopilot.
Someone doesn't want us going up there.
I'll attempt to override the controls. He's infected! Get this thing off me!
Just seems careless of them not to be at least a little bit concerned about the fact that they didn't check in at all.
Well, that explains a lot. Trap was my friend. He would never have tried to kill us.
They must have infected the clones while they were on Geonosis. We should also contact Master Fisto.
I'm more confused about who's controlling the hive mind. Is there another queen? The queen actually not die? Big inconsistency.
Harris, let's go for the vent.
I'll go to the reactor room and disable the thruster. You head for the aft comm center and send a warning to Master Fisto.
I don't know, Barris. I think we should stay together.
It's not a luxury we have right now. One of us must succeed, Ahsoka. You'll do what must be done.
Yes, of course. Then I'll see you soon.
You must bring this ship in. The only way we can stop these parasites is to analyze them.
What if they get loose?
We will take precautions.
I have a bad feeling about this, Master Fisto.
Honestly, just blow up the ship. Too much of a risk.
If there's one thing we clones know, it's how to stop a Jedi.
Oh yeah, I bet you do. That is some just right on the nose with it foreshadowing.
Clone Captain Rex, please respond.
Boy, am I glad to hear your voice.
He might as well have just said, "We're literally bred to kill you."
Are you okay?
Not exactly.
Make sure you have a wristcom. I'm going to interrogate Poggle. He might have some answers. Find Barris and wait for my signal.
Barris, you're back. Were you successful? Barris? Barris, no! Barris, snap! Out of it! Barris!
Leave us.
Your
feeble Jedi mind tricks do not work on Geonosians.
Mind tricks?
Anakin commits a war crime. That's what this show really should be called. Committing war crimes. That's all they ever fucking do.
I made contact with Ahsoka. Geonosian parasites have infected her crew. Poggle said the parasites must have needed a new host after we raided the Queen's temple.
You interrogated Poggle.
There wasn't time to get the rest of you.
How did you get him to talk?
I beat the shit out of him. I committed numerous war crimes that would probably relieve Poggle from anything he's done.
That's how we stop them?
Rupture the coolant system. Did you hear me? Rupture the coolant system.
They just came out of hyperspace. Send out the tugs to help guide them in. Warn all medical hazard crew that I don't want anyone boarding that ship until the parasites are contained.
Okay, I think they might have changed the shading of the animation. I don't know. The ship looks a little weird.
I'm shutting down the engines. I'll try to reverse the...
I'm having a hard time slowing her down. The pilot must be dead.
Oh, this thing's just gonna smash directly into the medical station.
Kill me. Please.
God damn, that was a little bit brutal.
Temperature's below freezing, sir.
But stay on guard. They may still be dangerous.
Hello, Master Fisto.
It's alright, Ahsoka. It's okay. Barris is fine, and so are the clones.
What were those things?
We had the parasite worms analyzed. They are the same type of creature you found on Geonosis.
This parasite might explain how they recaptured the planet the first time.
Master, on the ship, Barris was... She wanted me to kill her.
But you couldn't do it.
No, I couldn't. But should I have? It worked out now. But if we had failed, if the ship docked and the worms spread and...
It's your duty to save as many lives as you can. Barris knew you could save thousands if the worms were destroyed. She thought meant destroying her too. But you did the right thing. You knew the freezing cold would kill the worms.
What a strange ass ending to that episode. My god.
Though the Republic has won many decisive battles against the Separatist army in the Outer Rim,
They've lost a lot too.
the elusive General Grievous.
We need to hurry and find an escape pod.
Instead of scattering our troops looking...
Honestly, anytime I see Grievous, I am far from excited. He was an absolute joke in Season 1.
Contact the fleet.
Our transmitter is destroyed. There is only one escape pod that survived.
We must get there as quickly as possible. Find me some transportation.
General Kenobi, any sign of Grievous?
I believe we've found Grievous's ship.
Sir, we need to get our power recharged.
How could your power cells be so depleted?
You would not let us ride on one of those creatures with you, sir.
Any more complaints?
I don't think so.
Now let's find that pod.
Yikes.
He's gonna have no droids by the time he shows up to where he's going.
This couldn't have happened too long ago.
Jesse, Hardcase, and Kix and search those wetlands.
Yes, sir.
Cody, you, Kryze, and I will pick it up from here. Let's load the droid in the tank. We'll inspect it on the go.
In range, take the shot.
Oh, Rex is dead. Rex has died for the 800th time. That's how you know something serious is gonna happen, because the commando droids are here. It's the only time it feels like... Oh, never mind. They're dead already. The only time it feels like you could actually do something serious in this show. You have to have a special kind of droid.
We've broken the access codes and powered up the droid's guidance system. We fired the emergency thrusters on the escape pod to avoid a mid-air collision. Another escape pod. There was no time to correct for the steeper glide path.
Can you pinpoint the landing zone for the other pod?
I can put us within 2 to 3 clicks of it, sir. How bad? Pretty bad. Those snipers might have called for backup, so we want to start getting picked off one by one. We should find better cover. Those critters are domesticated. I think we're on farmland. There's usually a farmer.
Oh, it's this episode. The clone deserter.
State your business.
Our captain's been hurt. We need...
I'm no doctor, so just...
We have a medic, ma'am. We just need a place to tend him overnight.
Look, there are some benches out back in the barn. It's the best I can do.
What happened? Commando droids took a pot shot. That would have gone straight through your heart had it been 2 inches to the left. Patch me up and let's get on with it. Sir, you're in no condition. It will heal, but it'll take time. We're getting underway, Kicks. Sir, as the team medic, when it comes to the health of the men, including you, I outrank everyone.
Excuse me. If there's not enough...
That's plenty. Thank you.
I told you to stay in the house.
You look like my daddy.
Don't bother the soldier. Get inside with your brother.
Yeah, the fact that there's a clone deserter, they were created for war. They're not meant to do literally anything else.
There's our escape pod. He must be heading to a second escape pod. Captain Rex, come in, please.
Rex was injured.
What's his condition?
He'll be fine, but we had to find him shelter for the night.
Grievous is on the move. Swing around and we can meet up at the final escape pod.
Speeding towards you.
We should be there by now.
We are, sir, there, almost.
You had better be interpreting the coordinates correctly.
We're almost there, sir. 1 click out.
This just makes Grievous more and more of an idiot every episode he's in. I'd honestly rather not see him at this point. How much of an incompetent fool can he really be? Just writing his character to be an absolute idiot.
What are you doing here? You're a clone. I see the war has finally made its way out here. What's your number and rank? My name is LeQuain, and I'm just a simple farmer. Deserter. I like to think I'm merely exercising my freedom to choose not to kill for a living. You swore an oath to the Republic. You have a duty.
He's technically owned by the Republic as well.
Do I have a choice?
They were paid to be created. It's actually kind of wild.
I see you two have met.
I was just making our guest Captain, Rex. I also have a name.
He was injured. His men brought him here. I told them he could stay just for the night.
We never turn away those in need. You look hungry, Rex. No, I'm fine. I'll stay here. All right, I'll join you.
Oh god, what are we doing here? I swear some of these episodes could be probably 10 to 12 minutes long at the very most.
You have a name rather than a number, Captain. Perhaps our leaders feel it's a more efficient way of distinguishing us. More efficient than a number. I doubt the Kaminoans think that way. Especially in an army where everyone looks like you and talks like you. Actually, I've never really thought about it. Yes, you have. Well, how would you know? I am as close to you as any life form can be. Come on, Rex, admit it. You've thought about what your life could look like if you would also leave the army. What if I am choosing the life I want? What if I'm staying in the army because it's meaningful to me? And how is it meaningful? Because I'm part of the most pivotal moment in the history of the Republic. Isn't that what somebody programmed you to believe, Captain? No, Cut. It's simply what I believe. To each his own. That's what I always say.
Well, like I said, technically he can't because he's owned by the Republic. The Republic could just show up and take him away at any point in time.
Is your transmitter working?
Alright, I'll check on it. You made it.
Get back in the pod and send out a distress signal. We need to get a shuttle down here immediately.
There are multiple life forms approaching from the east and west.
Battle positions.
So what was it? What made me decide to leave the Corps? Shortly after the Battle of Geonosis, our troop transport got caught between 2 separatist gunships. They fired on us with everything they had. We crashed. Most of us were either dead or severely injured. So when they started working their way through the wounded, killing us off, I knew there was no hope. I ran. It still haunts me. I'm sorry. It's the day I felt my life didn't have any meaning. Everyone I cared about, my team, I was just another expendable clone, waiting for my turn to be slaughtered in a war that made no sense to me. Can you understand that, Rex? I've been in countless battles and lost many brothers.
That's kind of the thing. It's really not supposed to make sense to them, because the whole point of them being there is to fight the war. That's just simple as that.
Can we go outside and play?
Okay, only for a few minutes. I know you think I'm a coward, Rex. But believe me, fight to my last breath to keep them safe.
Grievous and his 2 battle droids.
Shreya, where are you?
Boo!
It wasn't there before. It's some kind of spaceship, I think.
Shit, what's wrong?
Monsters! They hatched from the big egg in the field!
Man, honestly, Rex would have died from that blaster shot. Like, what are we doing here? I don't know how many other clones get shot in the chest like that and just fall over and croak instantly, but here we are.
But I can fight. So can I. I need you to be the last line of defense for my family. I'll take care of them.
Hey, they're shooting at us.
Sir, that ship's coming around for another landing attempt.
Don't let that ship land.
General, behind you.
What is Grievous doing not paying attention to the battle in front of him?
Rex, they're coming for you!
Yes, can we stop punching droids, please? What the fuck are we doing? It's just so stupid.
I'm okay.
Forget trying to land. Fire the engines.
Look at that getaway. Look at this shit, man.
We're right back where we started.
Yes, we are. Almost every episode we are. Right back where we started. The exact same Grievous running away while he's giggling, and it's just, I can't, dude. It's fucking so bad. I don't want to see Grievous in another episode.
Had to attend one of my own.
Can't wait to hear about it. We're standing by.
Jesus Christ, George, what are we doing here?
The Republic victories outnumber their losses. Grievous will strike next.
Great, here we go. What fucking stupid thing is Grievous gonna do now to get away?
Status report.
There's too many of them!
Jedi. I've been looking forward to meeting you.
Reputation of a coward and a murderer.
Is it murder to rid the galaxy of you, Jedi filth?
This is what I'm talking about, though. He can't win a battle on his own. He always needs assistance of some sort.
Jedi Council.
03 Grievous to this is just... It is crazy, man.
I only live to see you die. I will make him suffer endlessly.
Away with the younglings.
They had younglings there the whole time watching. Oh my god. I'd be leaving the order right away if I was one of those younglings.
Grievous, we lost contact with Master Koth. I admit my skills are rusty, but Seleucami system, sector J19, 080529.
Seleucami, but intelligence reported Grievous has no ships near that sector.
But so often inaccurate our intelligence is.
I shall go.
But look, I can't take Grievous seriously because the episode before, he just got his ass handed to him. And the season before that, season 1, he got his ass handed to him time and time again. And it just gets more and more goofy each time it happens.
I have a history. I'm sure he'll want to even the score face to face.
We'll jump in undetected and board the command ship.
We will find him.
Begin preparations for our landing.
There are several ships coming out of hyperspace. Republic, 3 cruiser class, 4 escort class.
Your compassionate friends have come to rescue you.
One of the Republic ships is hailing us, my lord.
Kenobi, what a surprise! I assume you are here to bring me to justice?
You know me too well.
Indeed I do. Where there is Kenobi, you will always find Skywalker not far behind.
Enemy ships are faster and more maneuverable. I suggest caution.
Draw them in.
Keep Grievous's fleet occupied so Anakin's arrival is undetected.
We are receiving the coordinates from General Kenobi.
Buckle up, boys.
So an obvious note, the animation is pretty damn good. We're definitely hitting new peaks every episode in terms of the animation quality. The narrative and story quality, on the other hand, I think it's actually gotten a little bit worse. It's incredibly inconsistent.
Powered down.
Any closer and we'd be flying down hallways.
Next time. Stay here and guard the entrance.
When I was editing Season 1, cutting everything down, there is so much extra dialogue that you can cut out and still get the exact same conversation from beginning to end. The results were the exact same for a very large portion of the conversations I was cutting down, and it just shows you they don't have much to go off of with each episode, so they just fill it up full of useless dialogue. Season 1 was really bad for that. Season 2 really hasn't been any better in that case, but what I'll say is Season 2 has had more interesting arcs, but the story quality and the execution of the arc, it just comes off as ridiculous, inconsistent, and, I don't know, sometimes just forced.
Is everything going as planned?
That depends on your point of view, General.
You wouldn't come here without a plan. Tell me, do you think Skywalker has rescued Master Cloth yet?
Surprise.
I hear a lot of talking, General, but in the final accounting, what does all the talk get you? A futile quest for power, mutilated body, and your place is Dooku's errand boy.
I'm no errand boy, and I am not in this war for Dooku's politics. I am the leader of the most powerful droid army the galaxy has ever seen.
You are the second biggest pawn, right next to Dooku.
Army with no loyalty, no spirit. What have you to show for all your power? What have you to gain?
A future. A future where there are no Jedi. The story of Obi-Wan Kenobi ends here.
No, it doesn't.
One more step and your friend will die.
Use the Force. My God. Thank you. There's so many times in this show that they just don't. It's like they forget they have the ability to do so.
Your friend shall die, Kenobi.
Behind you. I see you got my message.
The incredibly, or supposed to be incredibly intelligent tactical droid went to go pick up its cut-off arm, and then went to go use the cut-off arm, press the button with the... Alright. Okay. And here we go, Grievous. Fucking running away again.
Master Galia, you go ahead.
Get back to the bridge. We need to detach before Grievous jumps ship.
Grievous is headed your way.
Look at him. He's just full speed ahead, Grievous.
We have no controls. I can't even get the engines online.
Are we punching droids still? Oh, God.
Until we meet again, Kenobi,
Oh my god, dude. Until we meet again, Kenobi. As he giggles and runs away. Fucking Looney Tunes ass villain. Obi-Wan and Grievous might as well just be Tom and Jerry at this point.
Come in.
We're in a bit of a spot, and we need a way off of Grievous's ship.
There's a large hangar near your position. Make your way there and I'll pick you up.
Prepare to launch.
Now all we need is the next episode to be a Jar Jar episode, and that would just solidify... that would just solidify the amazing narrative we have going here so far.
Anakin, get me Admiral Yularen.
Detached from Grievous's ship and attempted to land on Salakamai.
Then we'll have to land and follow them.
You all took a great risk rescuing me.
You're welcome, Master Hoth.
For some reason that arc was out of order, so we're just gonna continue on as normal.
Creates opportunities for the criminal underworld.
Karoffa is an arms dealer selling Republic weapons.
Who's he selling them to?
The Separatists. According to intelligence, he's inside this joint. You stay here, in case he tries to escape.
Just like always.
And it's gone.
My lightsaber. My master's gonna kill me.
Oh, it's Attack of the Clones all over again.
I was checking out a suspect. I had a bad feeling about him. It was nothing.
Come on, then.
Master, is it all right if I go to the library and do some research?
Sure. I'll take care of our little friend here.
I think it's a little strange that Anakin didn't notice the giant metal object not hanging from her waist.
He tells me over and over, your lightsaber is your life.
I'm sorry. Pickpockets aren't my field of expertise.
I don't think anything's your expertise, Jocasta knew, other than being a secret Sith.
He's an elder Jedi.
I think he's sleeping.
Oh no, this is the episode with the turtle guy.
Pardon me, Master Sinube?
I was just resting my eyes. I don't know you.
My name is Ahsoka Tano. I was told you could help me.
I'll leave you two to your business.
A thief stole my lightsaber. I could tell he definitely came from one of the aquatic planets.
So you're saying there was something fishy about him? Well, let's try and see if we can find out where he went. Gangster hangout? Unlikely, but possible. Is it one of these fishes?
That's him!
His name is Bonamu. He hangs out in the slum district.
Your help has been invaluable. If there's anything I can do...
Yes, there is. I haven't been on assignments in years. You don't slow down. You're not going to find what you're looking for. I'll come with you.
Okay, Gramps. It would be nice to have company.
Yeah, this is a new type of filler episode. I'm just gonna say it now. Before you got some sort of Jar Jar filler episode, and now it's Ahsoka trying to hunt down her lightsaber. They start and end off in the exact same place. Nothing truly happens.
How much are you willing to pay?
How much?
20,000. It's a rare weapon.
Do you have the item with you?
No.
From him?
Who are these guys?
They're Jedi.
I don't want to get mixed up with Jedi. We were just doing our old friend Bonamu a favor.
Do me a favor. That's my lightsaber he stole.
Bro, just arrest them. They're selling weapons.
What do you want me to do?
Tell me where he is.
He's not that far away. He's at the Spider Arms hostel.
May I help you?
We know where we're going.
You know where you are going.
Master, we don't know where we're going. He could be in any one of these rooms.
Need to be more quiet, young one.
Okay.
That your worry is equal to his.
You mean if I relax, I can sense Banamu's...
Yes, you would realize he's in this room.
Well.
Who are you? What do you want?
What do you want, eh?
I'm not having it, I swear! I almost killed myself with that thing.
Well, then maybe you should give it back.
Little...
Ahsoka!
So punching him was one thing, but slamming him against the wall, that's alright.
Yes, exactly, yeah. I bet he's there now, He's always there.
You can stop talking now.
Well, at least you know where your lightsaber is.
Master, we've got to hurry.
Patient, you worry that if people die at the hands of your lightsaber, that you will be as guilty.
I mean, yeah, that's a pretty good worry to have when you really think about it. Taking this a little nonchalantly.
He's dead.
Are they gone?
Who's gone?
The men who killed Knack.
Who are you?
Ione Marcy. I came home and found him here like this.
Ione, did you call for help?
Her story's already inconsistent. I came home and found him like this, but she came out of the back room saying, "Are the men gone?" like she was there the whole time.
Time to die. How does this work? My lightsaber! I found the intruder and she has my lightsaber. It's a Torellian Django jumper.
So the assailant is a female?
We forgetting the Force again?
I am sure my little friend will catch up to your intruder. Your friend Knack wasn't a very good fighter, was he? Or maybe he was poisoned. Obviously, he's come to an unfortunate end. He'd be stronger than the average man, though, wouldn't you say?
Guess.
You said a group of men killed your friend Knack. Described the assailant as a female.
I didn't get a good look.
I also contacted the authorities to come here. You might have been distraught before. Ever since the intruder left, you've become even more nervous.
I'm upset.
She barely got anywhere. What are we doing here?
You weren't afraid because you were in danger. You were afraid we would find your friend. You're in league with the bounty hunter. Arrest her! Always rushing.
The Jedi know I'm involved. I had to run.
Just get over to J Street and pick me up.
Why doesn't she just grab the lightsaber from her waist with the Force? What? He just left her waiting there for hours. It's daytime now.
You're driving too slow!
This is just a hazard at this point. Going that slow. Look how fast everybody else is going. That's like going 20 kilometers an hour on the highway. She was smart. She would have just thrown the tracker on somebody else.
Stop them!
I trust you didn't mean to be rude.
I have nothing more to say to you, Jedi. Surrender now. Tell me what to do. I'll trade myself for them. All you have to do is let them go. Once we're alone, you'd use some kind of Jedi Force trick on me. No deal.
Could still use the Force to just grab it out of her hand, but here we are.
Value of moving slowly. One can always clearly see the way ahead.
Well, I best be getting back to my master before he misses me.
I need one last favor from you. Pass on what you have learned. Hello, old friend.
Greetings, Master Sinube. Padawan Tano. A lesson you have for us today?
Satine of Mandalore is secretly building her own army to fight for the Separatist cause.
Oh. First time we see the Duchess and the first time on Mandalore.
Far be it for me to keep the Duchess waiting.
City of Mandalore is pretty cool.
General Kenobi.
Thank you for meeting with me, Prime Minister Almec.
I welcome you, but I am troubled by the false rumors that brought you here. The Duchess Satine values peace more than her own life.
Oh, I'm aware of the Duchess's views.
All of our warriors were exiled to our moon, Concordia.
Are you certain? I recently encountered a man who wore Mandalorian armor, Jango Fett.
Jango Fett was a common bounty hunter. How he acquired that armor is beyond me.
After all these years, you're even more beautiful than ever.
Kind words from a man who accuses me of treachery.
I would never accuse you of personal wrongdoing. However, a separatist saboteur attacked one of our Republic cruisers.
No Mandalorian would engage in such violence. Not anymore. Where is this prisoner now?
He took his own life. I know these commandos fought in many wars.
Every one of my people is trustworthy as I am. Clearly, your investigation was ordered because the Senate is eager to intervene in our affair.
My investigation was ordered by the Jedi Council.
I stand corrected.
Oh.
General Kenobi, perhaps you'd like to join me on a walkthrough. So good to see you again, Obi-Wan.
Your peaceful ways have paid off.
Not everyone on Mandalore believes that our commitment to peace is a sign of progress. There is a group that calls itself Death Watch. I imagine these are the renegades you're looking for. They idolize violence and the warrior ways. There are those among us, certain officials, who are working to root out these criminals.
How widespread is this Death Watch movement?
It's a small group of hooligans.
Hardly a movement.
We shall soon have them in custody.
I hope you're right, Duchess.
I do not understand why the arrival of this Jedi doesn't upset you. You promised to support the Death Watch forces so we could overthrow the Duchess.
I intend to keep my promise.
If the Republic interferes now, Death Watch will not be able to take over the planet.
Once the Senate orders peacekeeping troops to Mandalore, the people will be surrounded by a military presence. They will rebel, and Duchess Satine shall fall.
A peacekeeper belongs on the front lines of conflict. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to do his job.
The work of a peacekeeper is to make sure that conflict does not arise.
But not a realistic one.
In reality, what makes a Jedi abandon his ideals? Or is it simply a response to political convenience?
You call that political convenience?
I'm fine.
Hooligans couldn't have arranged an attack of this scale.
Then this must be the work of an off-worlder.
Are you sure of that?
The sign of the Death Watch.
This goes far beyond vandalism. This is a political statement against your government. You're not safe here. I'm taking you back to the palace.
A political statement, by the way.
Interview everyone here. Nobody leaves this scene. You there! I only want to talk. Stay back.
Why didn't Obi-Wan force pull him?
What is he saying?
He was speaking in the dialect they use on Concordia. The Concordian moon is a province with its own governor. You'll need me to escort you. You won't make much progress without me there, especially since you've just been involved with the death of a Concordian.
I didn't kill him.
I know. That's why I'm still talking to you. Before the end of our wars, they turned it into a mining base. The sheer number of mining facilities here nearly destroyed our forests. They're finally growing back.
Duchess Satine, you are most welcome.
Thank you, Governor Vizsla. Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, Governor Vizsla is one of the officials I spoke of. He has been working to find the members of the Death Watch.
I take it you've heard the rumors about Satine supposedly leading Mandalore into an alliance with the Separatists.
My only instructions are to seek the truth.
This was the man who bombed the memorial shrine.
He was apparently part of Death Watch.
If you'll pardon me, General, we must attend to the body.
I need a favor from you. Please keep Governor Vizsla occupied at dinner.
Where are you going?
I'd like to see one of these mining facilities for myself.
You want to determine if they're still operational?
Hope to determine they're not. I want you to wear this earpiece in case you run into trouble while I'm gone.
Please try not to cause problems where none yet exist.
So far, this actually feels like an important part of the storyline. Obviously, Mandalore plays a massive part in later seasons. Most of these arcs feel like they kind of lead into nothing. A battle or something that just kind of spans over a few episodes. But this specifically, the Mandalorian arc, or the Mandalore arc, this is the machine being built and the gears being put in motion for the eventual takeover of Mandalore. Darth Maul coming in. It's a very big turning point in the overall story, in the overall war. Basically, what I'm getting at is it feels nice to finally get something that feels like it sort of matters to the story and it's not just starting off and ending in the same place over and over again.
Doesn't look abandoned to me.
How does he not sense him walking into the building?
Under the protection of Duchess Satine.
We do not recognize her rule.
And Kenobi dies.
Who stands to gain from these lies?
Death Watch, of course.
Problem has clearly grown much larger than we thought. But why target me?
You lead the Council of Neutral Systems, thus you threaten the Separatist goals. Take it as a compliment. Someone very powerful is working toward your downfall.
This one's harmless enough. Without his lightsaber, the boss will love this.
General Kenobi's meditation is taking a rather long time.
They never do anything by halves.
Duchess, please acknowledge.
May I offer you another drink?
Yes, certainly.
I'm in a bit of an awkward spot. I'm being held by the Death Watch.
Sorry, Duchess. We're out of ice.
Sorry to hear that.
Perhaps we should begin dinner without General Kenobi.
There's a tracking function on your comlink. Follow it due east to my location.
I don't know if I can do that at the moment.
Extremely urgent.
Are you not feeling well, Duchess?
Perhaps some fresh air would do me good.
Shall I escort you outside?
Take a speeder. It's rough terrain.
Oh, I'll find my way. Never fear.
You could totally see the earpiece there. I don't think Pre-Vizsli's that stupid. Maybe he is, though. Or maybe once again they just write them to be stupid.
Time for the Jedi to meet with his fatal accident.
This is not good.
Where exactly are you?
The loud metallic clanging sound. That would be the machine about to smash me into bits. But certainly took you long enough.
You know, I haven't saved you yet.
No need to remind me of that.
Be patient.
I happen to be a bit short on patience right now. Satine, turn the machine off! Look out!
Okay, some more Looney Tunes shit.
You don't seem troubled that I could have been killed back there.
But you weren't, and yet I still haven't heard any thanks.
You certainly haven't changed much.
Punching helmets. Dude, punching metal. I don't understand that.
We'll have to stand and fight, or in your case, just stand.
So uncivilized.
You there!
What are we doing here?
Satine!
I'm all right.
Failure.
Oh, shit.
For generations, my ancestors fought proudly as warriors against the Jedi. That woman tarnishes the very name. Defend her, if you will. This lightsaber was stolen from your Jedi temple during the fall of the Old Republic. Since then, many Jedi have died upon its blade. Prepare yourself to join them.
Okay, I liked that. That was pretty good. That was like some Street Fighter shit.
Satine?
Do we go after it? No, there's no time. We'll catch up with the Duchess soon enough.
Okay.
We're even now.
How so?
I saved your life, you saved mine.
Yes. Well, mine was the more daring of the two rescues.
Finally, an episode that I could say not bad. I like seeing Kenobi actually be heroic. The beginning, the introduction of Death Watch.
I told you, I wanted to stay out of this conflict.
Given the current situation, I'm afraid that may no longer be possible.
You, of all people, would understand my position on this matter. I will never be a part of this war.
Reporting for escort duty, General.
Anakin, am I glad to see you.
You sound tired.
The peaceful ways of the local wore me out a bit.
Sent to investigate allegations that Mandalore was joining Count Dooku's separatists.
The safety of the Duchess Satine is of the utmost importance. The Death Watch will stop at nothing to assassinate her.
The Death Watch may be backed by the separatists. R2, use your scanners to probe for any suspicious droid activity.
That'll be all.
The Duchess and her retinue requests your presence.
Very well.
I sense some anxiety from you about the Duchess. She couldn't be in safer hands.
Yes, I know.
Then why?
Never mind. All in the past.
Oh, so you're close to her.
I knew her a long time ago.
Oh, defensive Obi-Wan. That was kind of like a parallel to Attack of the Clones when they were going into the elevator. Just a bunch of parallels and recreations of itself.
We have been deceived. I say the moment we committed to fighting, we already lost.
Are you suggesting we oppose the war on humanitarian ground?
I'm going to oppose it as an affront to life itself. As the designated regent of 1,500 systems, I speak for thousands of worlds that have urged me to allow them to stay neutral in this war.
And yet some might argue that the strongest defense is a swift and decisive offense.
You are quite the general now.
Forgive me for interrupting, Your Highness.
Senators, I presume you are acquainted with the collection of half-truths and hyperbole known as Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Your Highness is too kind.
You're right, I am.
Whoa. Even Anakin was like, oh shit, okay.
I remember a time when Jedi were not generals.
We are protectors, Highness. We fight for peace.
What an amusing contradiction.
It's that we are acting at the behest of Your Highness to protect you.
I asked for no such thing.
That may be so, but a majority of your court did.
I do not remember you as one to hide behind excuses.
I do not remember you as one to shrink from responsibilities.
See, the show can have its moments where the writing is not bad and it can be quite mature. And then it just has, like, arcs that are essentially the Blue Shadow virus or the Newt Gunray arc and things like that. I know that was last season and we're not really getting any Jar Jar episodes from what I've noticed as of yet. Seems to be a different change of pace here in terms of what they're trying to present. My biggest problem so far is just the inconsistency in what they have presented. I've tried to call it out the best of my ability so far, but...
A Republic military presence is the only sure defense against the Separatists.
Even extremists can be reasoned with.
If one can be heard over the clanking of their battle droids.
The sarcasm of a soldier.
The delusion of a dreamer.
Duchess, Master Jedi, it's been a long trip.
Get on with it, why don't you? Go get a room. Anakin's sitting back enjoying every second of this.
Fine.
My side's secure. What do you got, Red Eye? Red Eye, do you copy?
This is quite a strange-looking starship. I don't know what's going on with that thing.
Protecting the Duchess from insurgents who had threatened her world. They sent bounty hunters after us, who were always on the run, living hand to mouth, never sure what the next day would bring.
Sounds romantic.
Civil war killed most of Satine's people. When she returned, she took on the difficult task of rebuilding her world alone.
You didn't stay to help her.
That would have been problematic. My duty as a Jedi demanded I be elsewhere.
Demanded? It's obvious you had feelings for her. Surely that would affect your decision.
Oh, it did. I live by the Jedi Code.
As Master Yoda says, a Jedi must not form attachments.
But he usually leaves out the undercurrent of remorse.
General, something's wrong with Skywalker's astromech. Scared him real good, sir.
The one reason I like this show, you get a deeper dive into characters like Obi-Wan and obviously Anakin. When the show decides to take itself a little bit serious, it's actually not bad.
Deep fried nunale.
I beg your pardon, Senators. Our men are investigating a situation below deck. I respectfully ask you to wait here until it is settled.
All right, men, what's the problem? I'm missing dinner.
There's still no sign of Mixer and Red Eye.
I know, but I'm here now. Your scanners, see if something's out of place.
I thought R2 had a scanner. I was like, what are we doing here?
Well, what have we here?
Separate squads. I'll contact Obi-Wan.
Please excuse me. What have you found?
There's a large open container and the contents are missing. I still have 2 men unaccounted for.
Keep things quiet. I'll stay with the Senator.
For a bit there, I was getting a little worried because out of all the arcs that have happened...
Red Eye?
The droid puppeteering the clone there was pretty wild.
The lift! Obi-Wan, there's assassin probes down here.
One made it up the lift. I'll try to hold the others here.
Let's spread out and find it.
Watch it! They're everywhere! Get it off!
carry a deactivator.
Because I'm a pacifist doesn't mean I won't defend myself.
Now you sound like a Jedi.
Good work, men.
How did that monster end up in the hold?
The question is, who smuggled him on board?
But anyway, to get back to what I was saying, I was getting a bit worried there because every arc that has happened in this season is more or less better than every arc that happened in the last one, other than the Ryloth arc. But the Mandalore arc right now seems to be taking the cake for best arc so far.
On the manifest.
There's no name on this chart. There is no indication of who shipped it.
No, sir. Just the Senate stamp. Always accepted for transport here.
One of our 4 distinguished senators appears to be a traitor.
It looks like one of our little visitors is still alive. I have an idea how to expose the turncoat. Destroy the last assassin droids. I'll find out which of the senators is the traitor.
Among Us Part 2.
I have no appetite.
You must keep up your strength.
By all means, be my guest, Senator.
I bet that guy has no issues eating.
This morsel might prove too much even for the legendary appetite of Orn-Free Tar. Enjoy. Our little friend will attack the Duchess and anyone who defends her. Anyone, that is, except the traitor who programmed it.
Obi-Wan, this line of questioning borders on torture.
Borders on torture? Excuse me. How the hell is that torture?
I'm trying to expose a bigger threat. The droid displays unusual hostility toward the Honorable Kinrob, but it seems to like you, Senator Merrick.
You're quite clever. Or coming with me.
Anakin, Tal Merrick is the traitor, and he's taken Satine hostage.
Cody, Rex, have you found anything?
All quiet over here, sir. Thanks, little guy.
No, please, I beg you.
Oh my god. Space Napoleon just got murked. I don't know why I laughed at that so hard. That was definitely not that funny, but my god.
May not be the time to ask, but were you and Satine ever...
I don't see how that has any bearing on the situation at hand.
Have you completed your mission? I have the Duchess, but I'll need help getting her away.
Reinforcements are on their way.
I'll take care of this, Obi-Wan. You, go find your girlfriend.
Right. But no, Anakin, she's not my... Tal Merrick, you are under arrest. Release the Duchess.
I took the precaution of wiring the ship's engines to explode. I pressed this remote, and we all die.
If you have any respect for me, you will not take such risks with so many people's lives at stake.
Okay, so surely if a force push is enough to knock out 3 super battle droids, it should be enough to knock out this guy holding the Duchess captive. Am I wrong?
Obi-Wan, I don't know quite how to say this, but I've loved you from the moment you came to my aid all those years ago.
I don't believe this.
Satine, this is hardly the time or place for... All right. Had you said the word, I would have left the Jedi Order.
That is touching. But it's making me sick, and we really must be going.
You have the romantic soul of a slug.
No!
And slugs are so often trod upon.
Interesting turnabout. But even if I do not deliver the Duchess alive to the Separatists, I still win. The second I'm away, I'll hit the remote and blow the Coronet to bits.
I will not allow that.
What will you do? If you shoot me, you prove yourself a hypocrite. And you, Kenobi, you are no stranger to violence. You'd be hailed as a hero by everyone on this ship. Almost everyone. Who will strike first and brand themselves a cold-blooded killer?
Not a cold-blooded killer, though.
Anakin.
He was gonna blow up the ship.
Exactly.
Obi-Wan,
General Skywalker, the last of the droids have been defeated, sir.
Very good, Cody.
I must get back to the business of diplomacy.
As you say, Duchess.
Guy was gonna blow up the ship, killing everybody on board. He was far from innocent. That ship is I look at this thing. It's ridiculous looking. I typically like ship designs, and I am all for ridiculous looking ships, but this thing is just retarded.
How ironic to meet again, only to find we're on opposing sides.
The needs of your people are all that matter. They couldn't be in better hands.
Kind words indeed from a mindful and committed Jedi. And yet,
What?
I'm still not sure about the beard.
What's wrong with it?
It hides too much of your handsome face.
What was that all about?
Yes, the beard that is made of solid steel or something. It doesn't move at all.
Remarkable woman.
She is indeed.
Duchess Satine struggles to protect her people against the escalating violence.
Now all we need do is to sit and wait.
But for how long? My men are anxious to fight.
Considering the plot we've just set in motion, the Republic will oblige you with the fight you're looking for. First, send a Death Watch assassin to Coruscant. Duchess of Mandalore must die.
You found the Death Watch armies, then?
They are preparing for battle. The Death Watch will never be strong enough to take over Mandalore without the will of the people.
Not if the Republic has a military presence here. Their occupation will turn the Death Watch from terrorists to liberators.
But how can we stop the Republic from coming here?
Our fate now lies in the hands of Duchess Satine.
That guy's got a long neck.
But Death Watch is now a significant, deadly threat.
Mandalore is making great strides to find the leaders of this terrorist movement. They are not powerful enough to destabilize our government. If the Republic gets involved in our affairs, it will only lead to further violence. I shall reassert our position of neutrality.
Talk of an idealist.
No, those are the words of a pacifist and a people who have chosen non-violent action.
However, this message was delivered to my staff just this morning.
The actions by our government have taken us into a period of civil war. To acknowledge it would be to invite panic in the streets.
Duchess, do you know this man? Deputy Minister Jarek. He's a dear friend.
He's here.
Stop! Deputy Minister Jarek is an honorable man. He would never commit such lies to the record. Mandalorian government holds no secrets from its people.
Oh, well, maybe there's a plot against you.
Death Watch is far stronger than we once thought. If we are to combat them effectively, we must have Republic assistance. Instead, this government acts out of pride and rejects the help of the Jedi.
It's not true.
Republic intervention is absolutely necessary.
Something here isn't right. I wish to speak to Jarek immediately.
Sadly, Deputy Minister Jarek perished this morning in a Death Watch bombing on California.
He delivers the message and dies in the same day.
Let us commit our military might to defending the Mandalorian people.
You mean to occupy our home?
We mean to save your people.
You will turn our planet into a military target which will bring the war to us.
The vote shall commence in the next session.
Oh, we got a vote coming up.
Satine, wait! I just heard what happened in the Senate.
You're sweet to be concerned, but I promise I'll be all right.
I am concerned. We're friends, are we not?
Yes, friends and nothing more.
As your friend, I don't think you should make any decisions in this state of mind.
And what state of mind would that be precisely?
What I'm saying is, any person would be hysterical by now, but...
Hysterical? The Republic is attempting to force its will upon innocent people.
Only meant
Frankly, I'm surprised you're not hysterical. Perhaps if more citizens got hysterical, they'd be more inclined to speak up.
Rushing in like this, it's foolhardy.
Ironic words from a man who spends his days running hither, wielding his lightsaber with deadly force as if on a crusade. Why should I listen to someone who so frequently relies on violence? You're the one who's foolhardy.
Whoa. This is what I'm saying, man. This show, it's got that potential to really deliver something more than just goofy, mustache-twirling villain garbage.
It's the navigation system. There's a platform ahead.
What do you mean no charges are to be filed? Someone tried to kill me. The controls on my speeder were compromised.
Sadly, my dear, there is no proof anyone tampered with anything. I'm afraid it might have been just an accident.
An accident?
I agree with Satine.
Finally.
It proves what I've been saying all along. Death Watch is out of control. The Republic must step in and help.
No.
Wait, I didn't...
You can't keep them reined in, so we will.
This is patently offensive. You can't do this.
It's up to the Senate now. I'm sure they'll make a reasoned and thoughtful decision.
Satine, I just heard about your accident.
Those two are... This government will...
Satine, tell me what happened.
I'm fine. I wasn't hurt. I didn't want to worry you.
Well, I'm afraid on that count, you failed spectacularly. Look what happened.
This attack proves I've upset someone. I must be on the right track.
This attack proves your enemies are here even on Coruscant. You're not going to let Republic authorities handle this, are you?
Republic authorities? Certainly not. I'm on my way to the Ministry of Intelligence right now to meet my contact.
In your quest to be self-reliant, have you decided to cut your friends out of your life?
I don't know.
Senator, what is it?
The Senate completed its vote. They've decided in favor of occupation.
When did this happen? The vote was supposed to be tomorrow.
It was during your meeting with the Chancellor. Your accident accelerated the Senate's decision. Republic forces are set to leave for Mandalore at sunrise tomorrow.
Counting on the Republic is a mistake.
But counting on your own guard and defense is a mistake as well. They clearly can't protect you.
I don't have much time. They're following me.
You've put yourself in great danger. I will never forget it.
I had to come. This is worth it.
Where did you get this?
Buried deep in the evidence facility at the Ministry. It was not easy to find. The recording presented to the Senate was not the full recording, but this disc is.
We have a shooting in Sector G L5, identified as Duchess Satine Creed.
Hands where we can see them.
I didn't kill him.
I didn't kill him, and then starts running. Well, you're not helping your case there. What? Alright, this chase is a bit goofy. I don't know about that one.
Speeder, heading for section IG-44. Duchess Satine escaped again, but I took out an informant. Not sure if he successfully delivered something to her, but it looked like a handoff.
Whatever she's carrying may compromise our plan.
She's clearly a more important figure than the informant that he killed. Why wouldn't he actually go after her first?
The people have been worked into such a frenzy that when the Republic does arrive, the Death Watch will be considered heroes.
Excellent. Republic Occupation Force is loading their ships and will arrive on time. Duchess Satine does not get in the way.
The Duchess Satine will not be in the way much longer. The Death Watch Assassins is taking care of her.
If you see this woman, report it to the local authorities. I don't think he understands this.
Obi-Wan, are you there?
Satine, where are you? Some Maida has demanded you turn yourself in.
Obi-Wan, I need your help.
Have you seen this woman?
Nice disguise.
Yeah, so the animations definitely hit a new level as well. Every episode, it's a slight upgrade.
Seeing you all right is, well, it's a relief. You should turn yourself in.
Believe me, neither one of us is breaking our oath. And this will prove it.
But the Republic guards are hunting you, which means...
Whoever doctored this recording is likely in the government itself.
If you set foot inside the Senate, they'll take you.
And the disc will be destroyed before anyone can see it. Which is why you must take the disc to Padme.
Blast it.
What if they find you?
They won't. I'm going to surrender to them.
What?
You'll need a distraction to enter the Senate freely. Can't risk them searching you just because you and I are associates.
This guy seems like a pretty bad bounty hunter, not gonna lie. He's had so many opportunities to shoot, and he just doesn't.
Excuse me. I believe you were looking for me?
The occupation of Mandalore will usher in a new level of security if there are no objections.
Supreme Chancellor, there has been a development in the case for Mandalore's neutrality.
The chair recognizes the senator from Naboo.
I think this should cast a new light on the so-called evidence.
Oh, Palpatine looks pissed.
Death Watch is far stronger than we once thought, but we've been training for this. Be can stop them. But if we are to combat them effectively, we must reject any Republic assistance. This government will act. It acts not out of pride, but for safety. Intervention by the Republic will inflame the opposition. This is why our government rejects the help of the Jedi. We must listen to the Duchess Satine.
Stand down. All troops will stand down. You promised us we would reclaim Mandalore.
I will order my men to attack.
If you do, you'll hold the planet for perhaps a day. Without the backing of my forces or your people, your revolution will be over before it begins. I have other ways to accomplish our goal.
With the revelation of this new information, the occupation of Mandalore is no longer necessary.
The Senate held an emergency session, and the Republic forces have been ordered to stand down.
But still, who is behind all of this? Who tampered with that recording? Who tried to convict me of murder and throw me in jail?
Palpatine just loves democracy. That's all it is.
War on many fronts.
Yeah, no shit.
Thank you for telling me yourself. I completely understand.
Did we lose someone else's vote?
Senator Stonk, worried about public opinion.
We'll get votes when in your speech you convince people to stand up for what they know is right. Peace is what matters to me now.
They're ready for your speech now.
Good luck, Padme.
Even as a girl, Padme downplayed her strengths. Helps her maintain the element of surprise.
I learned it from you. See you inside, Senators. The creation of more warriors will not end this war. The financial costs alone will bankrupt and cripple the Republic. By adding more clones to the conflict, we are only escalating destruction, not winning the war. Which is why we must vote for this resolution, to promote more diplomacy and to bring an end to this killing and hatred.
Palpatine's probably wishing more and more that she died in that arena.
That was quite a moment, my dear.
Thank you, Senator DG.
It wasn't a compliment. You shouldn't make speeches like that. It's unpatriotic.
The only thing I find unpatriotic is your warmongering.
Truly, you have turned the tide.
My dear, you were brilliant.
Thank you.
The only thing I can think of is what Palpatine's gonna do. Considering he's such an important character in Star Wars, like, they don't show him that much in Season 1 and 2.
Senator Bertoni, Minoans might have bartered their creation of the clones into a seat in the Galactic Senate. This does not give you free reign. Thank you for visiting, Senator.
Of course, the old creepy Kaminoan is mad.
If you don't mind.
This war will not end soon.
She is right, though. We have 5 more seasons to go.
Well, we must be doing something right if we've rattled Senator Bertoni.
I know you've done a wonderful job leading the effort.
To victory, and an end to this war.
My heart. Breathe.
Uncle, what is it?
Uncle's having a heart attack.
Oh no.
What the fuck is going on?
And we are all aware that Onaconda was a flawed man.
He died?
He knew better than anyone of his own mistakes, but he never compromised his principles.
He died. What the fuck? Palpatine gave him a heart attack through the Force. A Force heart attack.
We need is to get his resolution passed.
I don't know how to carry on without him guiding me.
I know. No one could ever take his place.
I know, you'll never amount up to what he was able to do. Holy shit, Padme.
Friends, that Lieutenant Devo here has some questions.
Do you know of anyone who, hated Senator Farr enough to kill him?
Oh no. Who the fuck is this guy?
I'll need to find out who wanted to hurt Senator Farr.
No one wanted him dead.
Guy looks like he had a stroke.
That's obviously not true, or I wouldn't be here.
Even Ono's political enemies respected him. We need time to deal with this situation.
Time? There's no time for time.
What makes you think it was murder?
Poison, of course. The politician's preferred method. Found a chemical in his bloodstream, killed him right away. It's an obvious case. Politicians always have something to hide. Am I right? Oh, look who I'm asking. Room full of politicians.
Okay, what are we doing here? Come on now.
Perhaps someone was upset about the clone troop bill currently on the floor.
Thank you, Senator. But I already have my theory, and I'll follow my hunch if you don't mind.
So why the hell did you want to investigate them if you're not even willing to listen to them?
The Senating.
Murder. It's inconceivable.
Shut the fuck up, Palpatine.
Speculation gets us nowhere. There is work to do.
No. We should delay the vote.
Maybe I can put a motion on the floor. I don't think anyone will object given the circumstances.
Then we'll have time to conduct our own investigation.
Detective Devo specifically asked us not to interfere.
He didn't know, Anno. We did. We'll have a far easier time looking into this than Detective Devo.
So I'm not gonna lie, it looked like the Mandalorian arc had a lot more time put into it. This looks like it was, I don't know, the animation's not as good looking.
An excellent idea.
I don't need a guardian.
It's almost like the Mandalore arc was important or something, so they made it look nice.
I don't find any of this amusing.
Every time Anno opened his befuddled mouth, it gave us another quote to use in our fundraising. Why would we kill our best source of income?
With enough at stake, maybe you decided to silence his voice.
Onaconda and I were often at odds, but I respected him.
I had no respect for Onaconda whatsoever.
Ono had a secret meeting at the docks under the Derek Major.
And you just happened to know about this meeting how?
Oh, I was having Ono followed. Just because I respected Ono doesn't mean I wasn't trying to get dirt on him. Perhaps that location holds some clue.
2 senators investigating a murder. That makes sense.
Then why can't you just leave it to Lieutenant Devo?
Palpatine or whoever clearly needs to hire some better bounty hunters. They're all just terrible at aiming.
Wait! Watch out!
The plot armor is thick with these two.
Possible you might be going deaf.
Lieutenant?
Because when I said I didn't want you to interfere with my investigation,
I had some information about a lead here at the docks.
which you naturally brought to me straight away so I could investigate, only, no, wait, you did the exact opposite of, there are rules, Senator.
My friend was murdered. I don't care about rules.
Don't care about rules?
My friend was murdered. I don't care about your rules.
And my investigation is that much harder. Do you have any idea how many reports I'll have to file now?
We alerted the killer.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
What if we were sent here on purpose?
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but interfering with an investigation, he could just arrest both of them.
Wait, I'm still investigating. There's still an active crime scene. You can't... Oh, fine.
What is going on here? What's the point of introducing this character if Padme and Bale are just gonna do everything anyway?
He's dead.
He's been stabbed.
It's definitely gonna require another report.
He's been stabbed! Oh!
Killer is obviously targeting the leadership. Must stay here under my protection.
What are with these fucking mustache, goofy-looking droids and this 10-headed idiot?
We have far too easy a target sitting here. I am leaving.
No, you can't leave, Lolo. The inspector is right.
Who else knew you were going to the docks?
Just Senator Bertoni. She was the only other...
He has no control over the situation at all. He's the lead investigator. He's the commander. The Coruscant Royal Police.
Looks like that long-necked Kaminoan has flown the coup.
Anno believed if you see injustice, you can't wait for someone else to fix it. You must stand up and get involved.
I have been attacked. She's over there. She tried to kill me. Senator Bertoni. She's in the East Wing corridor. Hurry!
I didn't kill anyone. Last thing I remember, I was walking to my office. Then I woke up here.
Senator Lolo has a very different story. She says you attacked her.
Attacked her? If I ever attack someone, I hope it'll be someone mildly important.
This Kaminoan's pretty stupid. You're in a murder investigation. These aren't things you should be saying.
You were in Senator Amidala's office right before Farr died. And I've been thinking about how you were in Dichi's office to hear about that meeting at the docks. A meeting I think Farr had with you.
It wasn't me!
I ordered an extensive forensic report on Farr as soon as he died. The poison which killed Farr only affects Rhodian blood, and it was developed by Kaminoan scientists.
I didn't kill him!
You're Kaminoan, you had access to the poison. That's motive, means, and opportunity. Guards?
If the poison was in all our drinks, Lolo would have died too. She's Rhodian. She'd have been poisoned too. Unless she didn't drink. Didn't drink. Did you?
You're right. I should have pretended to drink. You're coming with me. For insurance.
Palpatine's like, yes.
But you honestly think he had the moral right after he betrayed us? He was sorry. He was weak. We needed someone with strength to stand against this war.
Halt! Put down your weapon.
She hits the floor, cracks her head, and dies. Padme murdered her.
And the continued manufacturing of clone troopers shall proceed as scheduled.
Well, that makes the Kaminoans happy. Or the Kaminoans.
I know this decision was most unexpected. I myself don't support it, but democracy must stand.
You are right, Chancellor.
The victory of the clone army, for now, is the only thing that can lead us to peace.
And so the Clone Wars continue.
Separatist ships blockade the resource-rich planet of Christophsis.
Separatist forces have overrun our position.
Our situation is desperate.
Senator Organa?
The command ship is bearing down on us. Pull forward shields!
Fire all forward cannons. Cut off those Republic supply ships. I smell fear, and it smells good.
Jesus Christ, that was cheesy as fuck. Oh, man.
Has already engaged the enemy.
That's nothing out of the ordinary.
The Republic ship is not breaking off its attack. Hold the line.
Withdraw.
I brought a new toy that might give us an advantage.
Now might not be a bad time to regroup.
Tell the transports to fall back to Obi-Wan's position.
I feel like the overall tone of the show for this season is way more consistent than what it was last season.
Our orders are to blockade.
My biggest issue is still just the overall writing. It even seems like the battle droids aren't as goofy anymore. Getting to a point, it was ridiculous.
Well, here I am. Tell me about this new weapon.
You're looking at it. 2 steps forward and you'd actually be kissing it. It's a stealth shell.
So I assume scanners can't detect it.
As far as we know, but this is the first real field test. I figured you'd be up to the challenge.
That's a pretty small ship to destroy a whole fleet. Are there more?
No. This is the prototype, and you won't be on the offensive. The ship can carry enough supplies for Senator Organa's headquarters.
Oh, I'm still the delivery boy? We don't need the whole fleet. I can do this myself.
Anakin, slow down and do what I tell you. It's more important to save lives than destroy ships.
Impossible. It can't be him. Tell General Skywalker to hold his departure. Thank you for waiting, sir. I'm sorry to hold you up.
No apologies, Admiral. What have you got?
Something about this morning's engagement struck me as familiar. So I did a bit of research.
And?
I believe the opposing commander is none other than Admiral Trench.
I remember my military history. Wasn't he vaporized at the Battle of Malastare and Arrows?
That's what I thought too. And then there's this. The last time I saw that symbol, let's just say I lost a lot of good men that day.
What do I need to know?
I have seen his work firsthand. A corporate fleet was blockading Malastare, a fleet led by Trench. That's why I recognize the tactics. He tore our ships apart.
They are building up this Trench guy quite a bit. He's getting more dialogue than any other, like, smaller villain has in the entire series so far.
My orders are not to engage Trench, just to deliver supplies to Senator Organa.
I do not believe we will have a choice in the matter. If it is indeed Trench, he will come for us.
Us?
Yes, I'm volunteering my services as consultant.
Welcome aboard.
CT-1284, Spock, just show me my station. You'll be sitting right across from me. Everyone's on board, we are go. Going silent in 10, 5.
Yes, but if you get any closer, they may not need scanners to know we're here.
Hey, you wanted to come on this.
I cannot calculate why the Republic fleet has not launched another attack. We need to add some pressure on those who are sent to rescue our enemies. Send the hyena bombers to hit Senator Organa.
Why does he gotta do all that clicking shit with his teeth, or whatever that is? Why can't we just get one, like, semi-normal villain, I guess? From the weird German scientist to the clicking spider to fucking... I don't know, man. What the fuck is going on here?
What's our defensive capability?
He does an anti-aircraft cannon, sir. They have to decloak to use either.
If they don't know we're here, that would give our position away pretty quickly.
Have they detected us?
Can't tell, sir. 5,000. 4,000.
Power everything else down. Let her drift.
1,000.
They're going to hit us!
They missed us.
They're heading for Bail Organa and the command center.
Get me General Kenobi!
They're coming by air and by ground. Can't hold out any longer. Little chance for survival. Help us, General Kenobi. You're our only hope.
Oh, General Kenobi, you seem to be the only hope every time.
Continue with your mission to the planet's surface. I will engage Trench's fleet with the ships I already have.
You'll be walking into a trap.
He's right, Master.
I've got enough problems without you becoming one of them. Get those supplies to the refugee camp.
Prep torpedo tubes 1 through 4. Fixed range on Trench's command ship.
Sir?
What are you doing?
We need to destroy Trench.
Looked like his eyes were gonna fly out of his head there.
Don't worry, I'm on it.
The Republic fleet is holding position. What can they be planning?
Prepare to decloak on my command. Disengage cloaking device.
There! A cloaked ship!
Torpedoes locked and closing.
Activate the shields! Foolish Republic scum! Your puny torpedoes are no match for my thermo shields. Prepare to fire!
That's what I mean by, like, wasted dialogue, or just unnecessary dialogue. Republic scum, your puny missiles or torpedoes cannot pierce my shields, or whatever, like, whatever the dialogue he says there. He could have just said fire. Return fire.
Fire a spread of lasers!
Just like that, perfect. No need for the extended speech about your fucking shields on the ship.
Scans are coming up negative. We missed.
But we have learned something. No clone could successfully fly through that many lasers. Jedi. Patch me into the cockpit.
God, this fucking clicking is so bad. They had an opportunity to have a kind of cool villain, and just another goofy-ass separatist villain.
In the meantime, I've got Trench right where I want him.
There's a transmission on the open frequency.
Put it through. Hello, ugly.
I am Admiral Trench. If you are listening, Jedi...
I can't. They're trying to do a serious thing here. They're trying to build a serious narrative with this character. He just goes clicking away with his little teeth, and it's fucking stupid.
And your friends on the planet below shall perish. Turn back now. Retreat while you can, for I am your doom.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, guys. I don't know about that one.
I calculate the Jedi will not turn back.
He'll attack again. A stealth ship could have passed our blockade easily. This Jedi chose to attack.
There are records of Trench's battles, and a few against ships with cloaking devices. It seems in each case he used tracking torpedoes to hit the ships.
Then he knows a way of detecting us.
What class ship was he fighting?
Mostly cruiser to cruiser.
Well, no ship this small usually has a cloaking device. He's tracking the magnetic signature. Hold off your attack until we destroy Trench.
Might I remind you that this was not your mission?
You might. Disengage cloaking device and fire.
Admiral, we are ready and waiting.
There she is.
Recloaking in 5.
4 more Republic torpedoes armed and closing.
Lock us onto that ship's magnetic signature.
Magnetic signature locked.
Arm tracking torpedoes and fire!
We cannot fire unless we lower our shield.
Lower shields and fire!
I really hope you know what you're doing.
They are turning around.
But they're locked onto our magnetic signature.
He took the bait. Turn off the cloaking device. Divert all power to the engines.
He is headed right for us.
Raise the shields!
The shields are still recharging.
All of that build-up just to take him out like that. Wow. Admiral Yularen was shitting his pants when they figured out that's who they were going to be going up against.
Looks like you're now officially part of the crew.
There's just 20 minutes of floating around in space. If you're going to build up a villain like that for the first 5 to 6 minutes of the episode, at least give him an arc or a 2 to 3 episode arc. They were terrified of this guy just to annihilate him within the 20-minute episode. Episode 17, here we go.
Planets are left to survive on their own.
That's Felucia. Dead ahead.
Wait, there's something.
I guess we know what happened to the medical station.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Looks like we're doing this the hard way.
Every time you fly, we crash.
It's not my fault, it's the ship. Now!
What the hell am I looking at?
Where on Felucia do you think we are?
It doesn't really matter where you are on Felucia. It's not safe anywhere.
We don't want to scare them.
We can't just wander around aimlessly. We need a plan.
My instincts tell me to go that way.
I think we should go this way.
Why do you even ask? You never do things my way.
We crashed the ship your way.
I see your sense of humor survived the landing.
It's about the only thing.
I think there's some smoke on the horizon. Look, there's a village.
Maybe they have a ship we can borrow.
They're growing healing herbs.
Niacillin, I believe. One of the most valuable crops in the galaxy.
This place looks deserted.
No, something's amiss.
There's one thing I learned where I grew up. If you want to know what a farmer's up to, look in their barn.
This is an odd ship for farmers.
I still don't get it. Where is everyone?
Mystery solved.
It's okay. We won't hurt you.
Kindly drop your weapons.
An Attack of the Clones could sense 2 centipede bug creatures going to kill Padme. In the Clone Wars TV show, can't even sense 4 people showing up directly behind you to ambush you. What are we doing here?
Even for a Jedi?
4 on 1? You mean 4 on 2?
We don't count you, knee-high.
You mean 4 on 2?
We don't count you, knee-high.
Don't harm them! Can't you see these are Jedi?
Need I remind you, Cases? You already made a deal with us.
With the Jedi's help.
Excuse me, but help you with what?
Pirates. We don't give the pirates a portion of our crop. They will destroy our homes.
Here we go. Another small village issue episode where Kenobi and Ahsoka save the village, end all the issues with the bounty hunters or whatever the fuck is going on here, and then they leave.
Easy for you, perhaps. We are farmers, not warriors. Now that there are 7 of you.
What do you want, Jedi?
We need a ship. Ours is beyond repair, I'm afraid.
The one in the barn.
That's our ride. It doesn't go anywhere without us. And right now, we're busy.
Busy extorting farmers?
I don't hear you offering to help.
We couldn't help even if we wanted to.
What?
Thank God.
Master.
Time to move on.
Why can't we help them?
Believe me, Ahsoka, I would like nothing more. If we stay too long, the Separatists will show up looking for us here.
But...
Better they get robbed by pirates than attract the interest of General Grievous.
Oh, now you don't have much of a choice. The episode had to continue some way. They just conveniently show up at the perfect time.
I speak for the people of this village. State your name and business.
My name is my own business, and my business is taking what's ours.
Nothing here that's yours, unless you're here to buy it.
Buy it?
Of course, the pirates are Hondo.
Skywalker, I can't believe you came all this way to see me.
You know each other?
Tell them how far back we go, Kenobi.
Too far, I'm afraid.
And here I thought we were friends.
Interested in friendship, Hondo, might I suggest you stop threatening these farmers?
Oh!
We're just here to help them protect what's theirs.
How much are they paying you? Does not matter. Whatever it is, I will double it. And all you have to do to earn it is, step aside.
Steady, everyone. All we want is a ride to the nearest Republic outpost, and I'm willing to pay you handsomely for it.
How do you plan to pay me?
A funds transfer when we arrive.
Republic credit? My associates don't accept that currency.
You need something real.
Don't let your greed blind you.
You know, I like you, Kenobi, but, no one leaves this planet until I get my syllab.
We're staying a long time. Parasite.
This crop has not been harvested. You better hurry, old man.
When the attack comes, it will come from 2 fronts. The forest to the south and the ridge to the north.
Here we go.
You must defend both sides.
But there are only 4 of them.
What the hell is that thing? What even are these aliens?
These bounty hunters don't stand a chance.
You seem to lack confidence in our abilities, young Jedi.
I'm sure you're good at what you do, but you are in way too deep.
Said the peacekeeper, who fails to keep the peace.
Whoa.
If more worlds would stand up for themselves against the Separatists, this war would have been over long ago.
We'll just train the villagers to defend themselves.
But we are just simple farmers.
Trust me,
So instead of doing something about it when they were face to face and they had the chance, they let them leave to go set up, prepare, and then come back.
We don't even have weapons.
May I?
So what was a filler episode with, let's say, Jar Jar and 3PO or whatever, is now a filler episode of Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Ahsoka being stuck at said village or wherever. I don't think we're gonna get one Jar Jar episode this entire season, and I'm kinda happy about that. Because while this season isn't great by any means, it is definitely better than Season 1. We're over halfway at this point. We got about 6 episodes left, I think.
Serapis?
I'm having a suit malfunction. Not very intimidating, am I?
Don't have to look tough to be tough.
Remember when he called her knee-high?
I thank you for your help.
Every minute you waste teaching us to twirl these stupid poles is time you could have spent beating those pirates yourself.
Another band of brigands would inevitably come along. Or do you intend to give away part of your crop every harvest season?
If you make us do this, there won't be another harvest season.
What the hell is going on here? What are we doing? Fucking shit. That was pretty gruesome. We need more of that.
He'll be coming.
He's long overdue.
So it looks like the Jedi are getting involved. But you know what I always say, speak softly and drive a big tank.
The farmers are in position.
Turn on the fence.
Battle positions, everyone!
What's the point of the big mech suit if it doesn't take like 2 shots of damage?
Embo, can you hear me? You'll be alright. We'll get you inside.
I thought Embo was a bad guy, though. I guess technically he's a bounty hunter, but I recalled him being more of a villain than anything else.
Die, Jedi scum! Your situation is hopeless.
Welcome back, Taloni.
The day is won.
Help me! This effort is no longer profitable.
And just like that, they disappear.
There are crops to harvest. Let's get to work. How can I ever thank you? My people don't have to be afraid. We will never forget you.
My god.
Separatist forces are on the verge of claiming the planet Malastare, Public's newest weapon, the electro-proton bomb.
Palpatine's just allowing both sides to test new equipment on each other. So when he becomes the Emperor, he knows what's good. Absolutely amazing.
That's a lot of clankers.
Now that's a lot of clankers. Before they'll say like, that's a lot of clankers, and it'll be like 30. Now that is a ton.
The clones and your people will be quite safe. We have accounted for every probable outcome.
There must be other options.
I'm afraid not. This bomb is our only hope.
I'm afraid not. Blow them all up right now.
Go.
What was the thought process behind that attack?
Everyone stay tight.
Goodbye, Palpatine.
Well, Doc, looks like it worked.
The ground is sinking.
Very observant, Mace Windu. My god, so not only did the bomb work, it destroyed the entire planet. Killed their own troops as well. Oh, not the entire planet.
The droid army was completely neutralized by the bomb. The blast created a sinkhole which engulfed many of our troopers.
And the Dugs? Have they signed the treaty?
No, Chancellor.
We need that treaty signed so we can gain access to the fuel reserves here on Malastare.
I will do my best.
Sir, they've lost contact with the rescue team.
One problem always seems to replace another.
Hope your bomb has not upset the delicate balance of our planet.
You deal with the treaty in Dojuri. I'll help the rescue team in the crater. If you see anything, contact me.
General Windu, we found them!
How long do you think it'll take to get the treaty ratified?
We are waiting for 2 more members to arrive. They will sign the treaty.
We appreciate your cooperation. Without your fuel, our offensive will grind to a halt.
This is the beginning of a great alliance.
What happened down here, Trooper?
There's something down here with us, and it's not Seppi's.
Calm yourself, soldier. We'll check it out. Skywalker, something strange is going on. Think you should come down here.
I'm on my way.
Sir, there's nothing around here but rocks and debris.
Oh, is this the Zillo Beast? I completely forgot about this. Godzilla of Star Wars, more or less, right? They capture this thing, bring it back to fucking Coruscant for some reason, out of all places. Yeah, I can't lie, I'm a bit of a sucker for Godzilla and kaiju stuff for the most part, so I think the Zillo Beast is pretty cool, although it's more or less a useless story to the entirety of Star Wars. So capturing it to either use its scales or armor to make weapons and armor out of, or ships out of, or whatever, it would give you a major advantage in the war.
R2, get out of here. What?
We're going to need some heavy artillery. Where's your starfighter?
That thing ate it.
It is a Zillo Beast. They are supposed to be extinct.
What's going on out there?
None of your concern.
Your men are killing a unique life form.
Did you forget that it tried to kill you?
It was under attack. It had lived peacefully below the surface for all these years.
Until you unleashed it.
We dropped that bomb to save your planet, at your request.
If you want us to sign your treaty, help us destroy the beast.
What purpose would it serve to kill it, if it really is the last of its kind?
Are you kidding me, Mace Windu?
Our ancestors warned us that one would return someday and destroy our entire civilization.
I respect your traditions and your ancestors. We cannot allow the destruction of an innocent life form.
Then there will be no treaty.
Master Windu, are you certain this argument is worth it? Remember what the Chancellor said.
It isn't the creature, it's the principle. Allowing the Dugs to kill it violates what we stand for as Jedi.
And then you're just gonna let the Separatists take the planet. You blew up their planet, caused a massive sinkhole, and then released this beast on their planet. You're just like, alright, well, have fun with that, guys. See ya.
I have never seen anything quite like it.
Recommend that we transport it off the planet as soon as possible.
And what do the Dugs have to say on it?
They want us to help them destroy it.
Then by all means help them. This creature is of no importance to us. Cannot be alienating the Dugs at this crucial time.
It is not the Jedi way, especially if it is the
Oh
last
boy.
of its kind.
I think it would be in our best interest to study this creature. Its outer scales are virtually impenetrable. None of our weapons could harm it.
Even my lightsaber couldn't cut it.
Somehow duplicate that for our ships.
An impenetrable armor.
What if we let the Dugs think we killed it? Then we could have the treaty and the creature.
Yes, Anakin?
Yeah, so let's bring it back to a heavily populated city and planet like Coruscant. Fucking fantastic idea.
He's right. We could transport it to a secure location before it wakes up.
That may be the only way we shall get this treaty signed.
I'm glad you finally decided to see things our way.
These are no ordinary weapons. Your Zillo Beast will be no match for them.
Maybe true, but our way is already proven.
Your way.
Open the valve! Echuta. Our fuel is deadly to the beast. It will kill this one now.
You'll drive it out of that hole, and then it'll be harder to deal with. Order them to stop. Order them to stop.
This isn't gonna help you sign the treaty.
Charge up the raid. Fire.
This isn't working!
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually quite enjoying this episode.
Hey, it worked! You go first.
Even though Mace Windu's a complete idiot and probably just cost their entire negotiations by pointing a lightsaber directly at the leader of the planet, realistically their negotiations should fall through based on that action, even though it's probably not. He signed it anyway.
Welcome to the Republic, Geonosis.
Have you selected a planet for relocation?
The scientific community has reviewed the data on it. They believe it should be further studied in a more controlled environment.
And where is this controlled environment?
Master Windu, you and General Skywalker shall safely bring the beast here.
Following a costly victory on the planet Malastare, Chancellor Palpatine hopes to unlock the secret of its invulnerability.
No, he doesn't want to unlock the secret. He wants to bring it there so it can escape, so they can actually kill it. He doesn't want to give the clones any advantage, just like he doesn't want to give the Separatists any advantage. Separatists would have 18,000 malevolences if that's the case.
Why would the Chancellor want to bring the beast here? From what you and Anakin reported on Malastare, it hardly seems worth the effort.
I raised the issue with the Chancellor during the Battle of Malastare.
Perhaps it's time we let someone else try.
That's enough. Its scales are remarkably strong and light. If we could examine their composition, we might be able to synthesize them. We need to remove the scales first. It's very difficult, not to mention painful.
Would it not be more efficient to simply kill the beast?
Chancellor, I must protest. This creature may be intelligent.
I find that hard to believe. It is, after all, just an animal. I applaud your high moral stance, Doctor.
Probably looking at him going, look at this pointy fuck.
If there is any way to hasten that process, it is our moral duty to explore it.
The fact remains that the beast is indestructible.
Nothing is truly indestructible, Doctor.
Palpatine is a Zillo Beast. That's how he was able to return. Oh!
You need to find a way to kill that beast, or we shall replace you.
You're not in trouble again, are you? I am not being rude.
Master Kenobi explained the problem. I'm here to help.
Problem? What problem?
The situation with our friend from Malastare?
You think I can help influence the Chancellor?
The Zillo Beast was chained up and brought here against its will. It has no voice to defend itself.
No shit, Padme.
You haven't seen it in action. You have no idea what it's capable of.
A creature's life, maybe even an entire species, is at stake.
I didn't think you'd feel so strongly about it. All right, let's speak to the Chancellor.
I should have known secrets do not stay secret for long.
Isn't that precisely the point of a democracy?
Of course, in wartime, some things must be kept secret, even from the people, so as not to aid the enemy.
It is unfortunate that the beast must die, but the greater good demands it.
How is killing the last of a species good for anyone?
Don't you have more pressing issues.
No, Mr. Speaker.
I sympathize, my dear. Truly, I do.
Oh, come on, Palpatine.
It is my moral imperative to take action. Is it not worth the life of one savage beast to give our brave troops the advantage they need to win this war?
My role is not to set policy, Chancellor. I'm certain a reasonable solution will present itself.
Master Kenobi has taught you well.
You are supposed to be helping. Whose side are you on, anyway?
Yours, but you must admit the Chancellor makes some good points.
He is a master negotiator.
I trust you have some progress to report?
I was able to convert the Malastare fuel toxin into a poison gas, now strong enough to kill the Zillo Beast.
I wish I saw an alternative. However, sadly, I must ask you to proceed.
Why wouldn't they put the thing to sleep first? And when they were on Malastare, they were dumping tons of fuel into that pit.
If that creature's as powerful as they say, what good are these rifles gonna be? Ah, shut up, Cosmos.
He's got a point.
Doctor, were you successful?
Have a problem, sir.
Got a major problem. Now we get our Godzilla moment. So as cool as this is, as much as I enjoy this, the dumbest idea in the world. Bringing it to Coruscant. I don't care what your research team thinks or believes or whatever. So many people just are getting annihilated.
Perhaps now would be a good time to evacuate to the lower levels.
We are going now.
Desperately needed. The tanks are.
Chancellor, I think we may have enough toxin now.
Does it have to be destroyed? The Jedi stun cannon
Will not eliminate the problem.
I wish we had never brought the beast here.
Pardon me, Mistress Padme, but I believe something is following us.
And prepare to fire on my order.
In the beast clutches, the Chancellor is. If the beast falls, at risk, their lives shall be.
What is Skywalker doing?
I hope you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I was enjoying the episode, and then we just get ridiculous shit like this. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Sliding down the side of the Senate building?
All pilots, fire.
R2, get over there!
Can't carry both of us. You go, sir.
What the fuck are we doing? Oh my god. Palpatine rides R2 away. Could you imagine that in live action? They should have just killed it when they had the chance. You know how many innocent people died because of that thing? All because Mace Windu didn't want to kill it on Malastare?
The Jedi remain unaware of a deadly peril.
No soldier gets the promise of safety, survival, or victory.
Oh no, is this the young Boba arc?
You look death in the eyes.
Who's the new guy with the long hair? Some last-minute replacement. Looks green to me. What outfit you from? 322nd. I heard they had their tour. They did. I couldn't make it. Broken arm. A real trooper could lose an arm and still report for duty. Soft?
What's going on here?
Just having a little fun.
Oh, I've seen your kind of fun. Stand down.
Come on, Whip. Air's getting stale around here.
Morning, troops.
I am Mace Windu, and this is
Anakin Skywalker. Today, you'll see how a real working Jedi cruiser operates. Have the chance to serve right alongside 2 Jedi Knights.
Oh, that's training.
General Kenobi awaits you in the war room. Immediately.
Another time, then.
seem more disappointed than our cadets.
It's our job to instruct and inspire.
You just wanted to show off.
When I show off, it is instructive and inspiring.
For you, maybe.
Okay, Mace Windu, Anakin banter, not as good as Anakin Obi-Wan banter.
Looks easy, doesn't it? Well, looks can be deceiving.
What do you use for targets, sir?
Malfunctioning droids.
Mechanical skeet, packed with explosives. Time for target practice. You there, take the gun.
Not even close.
But I only...
Oh no, you're done. You only get one chance. I promise you the Separatists don't give more.
I like that.
I know that look.
He wasn't even on the gun and they still launched it.
Well, let's see how you are when Seppies come at you in a tri-attack formation.
That clone just shit himself in real time.
Now that's a cadet to watch.
Ready to receive Code 5 transmission.
Boba, is that you?
It is.
I'm sending you the data now.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Communicate, sir. Eyes only. I've been dispatched to General Windu's quarters. There's no problem, sir.
Oh, there's a problem. You're lying. Admit it. You're lost. Come on, cut the kid a break. Windu's quarters are that way, Shiny.
Eyes on where you're headed, Cadet.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that should be a little bit suspicious, no?
Cadet 327, what reaction propels the main engine?
Post-combined sparking off the reactor core rods, sir.
Excellent. General Skywalker requests your presence on the bridge.
I'll be there shortly.
General requests your presence immediately, sir.
Put these inside my quarters, would you?
Could you imagine if that was Mace Windu? He just blows up.
Are you alright? Trooper!
Oh, come on, don't be that stupid.
No time for chatter. There's been an explosion. I don't want any heroes. Keep moving!
This was no accident.
Agreed.
Talking about useless dialogue like I was saying earlier. This is no accident. Agreed. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Admiral, has the navigation been damaged?
Systems are repairable. I've ordered shutdown of all engines until we're fully operational. Until we get navigation back, the Endurance is a fat and easy target.
If navigation wasn't the target, then hitting your quarters was intentional.
It's a miss. Repeat, miss. What should I do?
Head to the reactor. Blow the core.
But the crew. It isn't about them. Just Mace.
If you want Windu dead, do as I say.
We'll form an unbroken line of troopers and scour the ship from bow to stern.
I want him alive.
I got lost, sir.
Ship's on full lockdown.
I know, sir. I'll return to my company.
Not alone you won't. Emergency protocols in effect. This is CT-1477.
Is that a DC-15A?
Oh yeah, here.
Copy that, CT-1477 with the emergency status. We'll get someone there soon.
What? What are you doing?
Wait, what am I witnessing right now?
Your brothers! Don't shoot!
You're not my brother. Don't worry.
What was that? What was that? That grown-ass clone just got taken down by young Boba. He beat him 3 times in the head with the... What are we doing here?
More action than you signed on for, eh, boys?
We're headed for the safe room now, sir.
Like, this is just stupid.
Although, on second thoughts, let's make a drill of it. Head for the pods. It'll all make a fine story when you return to your base.
This can't be...
Get your men out of here! There's nothing more you can do.
Lucky, stay with the group. Groups of 4 men. Groups of 4. Pods 1 and 2. Set rendezvous coordinates with the other pods at a safe distance from the cruiser.
reactors beyond hope. You have to abandon ship.
You must abandon ship. I'm staying.
I'm staying with the Admiral. You better evacuate.
Sir, with respect, that's an order.
Maybe your command, General, but it's my ship.
We don't have time.
It's no sentiment. An admiral must go down with his ship.
The man wants to go down with the ship, let the man go down with his ship. When you really look into it, it makes no sense at all, because he didn't get into a battle, so he's just gonna die for no reason, but just let him do it.
What do we do?
Our jobs.
General Skywalker, this is Sergeant Crusher. It's the cadets, sir. I can't raise them on any channel.
Sounds like our saboteur may have gotten to the cadets.
What was that?
I don't know. A ship, I think.
Rescue ship?
It's too early.
Well, what do we have here? You boys look lost. Congratulations, Boba. Job well done.
His name's not Boba. You're with her?
I wasn't expecting you to bring friends along.
I couldn't help it, Aura. What are you gonna do with them?
What do you think? They're living witnesses, honey.
I just wanted to kill the Jedi that murdered my father.
Now get on board. Or you can go with your friends.
I'm sorry.
Do it.
You'll regret this.
I can't believe it. A traitor? That guy you defended left us for dead.
Stow it, Whiplash. We need to work together.
They have come back to finish us off.
I found your missing cadets, Crasher.
You can pick them up.
Right away, sir.
How the hell can he pick him up? He's in a pod as well. How are they getting in and out of these pods? I still don't understand how they got out of the pod in that episode with Plo Koon earlier as well, in Season 1.
Boba Fett.
We'll contact you as soon as our search for Admiral Killian is complete. Let's hope Admiral Killian and the command crew are still in one piece.
So because that dumbass admiral didn't get off the ship, we now have an entire episode dedicated to them trying to save him. Fantastic.
You're not kidding, little buddy.
Your astromech is programmed to fear.
He's got a lot of personality, that's all.
You encourage it too much. Start scanning the area for signs of life.
He must have seen something.
It looks like R8 has found an entry point.
Yeah, don't worry about those things.
Admiral Killian, and then at least 3 navigational officers.
Commander Pond stayed as well.
What did you find, little guy? Mace! Over here!
This man did not die in the crash. He was executed.
There's another one over here.
We know the assassins were after me. Perhaps they returned to look for my body. We need to get to the bridge to find Admiral Killian. Send the droids to scan for any survivors.
I know there's a lot of interference, but do your best.
They're dead.
But I don't see Admiral Killian or Commander Pond.
They must have been sucked into space when the cabin lost pressure. Captain, I'm afraid Admiral Killian and Commander Pons are lost.
Head for home. Light speed.
R2 dies 100%. Oh, R8 just died.
Is that a Mandalorian helmet?
Clone cadets. Jango Fett. Boba.
Anakin, no!
Anakin dies for the 800th time.
Mace is dead. Are you happy now?
I don't think Boba's ever happy.
There's nothing left of Windu to find, Boba.
I want to get off this planet now. This place is crawling with gun dogs.
This extra baggage will fetch us a hefty sum from the Separatists.
It's a lot of trouble for not enough payout.
You haven't even done anything. I've taken all the risk.
Quiet, rot. Oh.
Count Dooku will pay us well if we bring back the Jedi's head.
Boba is right. To get paid, we need proof of Windu's death.
Why is Boba the smartest one here?
R2! Over here! Good to see you, buddy. I need you to go back to the fighters. Call the temple for help. We'll hold out as long as we can.
Come on. We've got to find Windu's body.
Careful, Boba.
Careful. I'd hate to only split the money 3 ways.
Why doesn't Boba just shoot that fucking guy?
This place is a death trap.
Blast!
Skywalker, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm okay. Except I can't move. You bring the whole place down on us.
How do we plan on getting ourselves out of this?
I already sent R2 back to the fighters to call for help.
Anything will get a blaster bolt through the brain.
Incoming! The ship is falling apart around us. Look out! That's it. We're out of here.
R2's kind of having a Home Alone moment there.
I'll be ready when you arrive. Scanners picked up an explosion near where the Jedi landed.
Jam any communications off this planet.
Fighters' markings match Windu's.
I knew it! I told you he wasn't dead!
Bosk, after him!
R2? I thought your astromech was supposed to call for help, not take off and leave us here.
R2 just gets them murdered.
R2, I'm counting on you.
Hold it steady!
I've knocked out his communications.
2 rings, marked 3-5.
Destroy them both!
We can't get range.
I got you, Windu. No!
Well, there goes a fortune. Nice work, kid. Windu will be back here with a fleet. He'll hunt us down.
The Jedi don't carry grudges. But I have ways of motivating him. We'll make Windu come to us next time.
The ship prevent Grievous from...
R2? Stop it! R2, what's wrong?
You know this droid?
It's Anakin's droid.
R2, deliver the message you so obviously need to communicate.
I need you to go back to the fighters. Call the temple for help, okay? Whose helmet is that anyway?
It belongs to a bounty hunter I killed on Geonosis. Strangely enough, he had a son, or at least a clone he regarded as a son. His name is Boba Fett.
I remember now. That would complicate things.
Indeed. He must have failed to deliver your message.
R2 will come through.
Honestly, the longer they lay there, the less I'm believing that they actually survived this. Obviously they do because Revenge of the Sith, but in all reality, this thing probably would have fallen apart a long time ago. Or they would have died from smoke or something. And just in time, they get out. Wow. The whole ship fucking explodes.
Pretty serious burns, but nothing tonight in the bacta tank will fix.
Yeah, tell him that after Mustafar.
I can see why your master trusts you, little one.
Alright, the final episode of Season 2. Here we go.
The young Boba Fett has taken the law into his own hands.
The whole problem with this Boba arc is he wants to kill Mace Windu, and he's gonna try and do everything in his power to kill Mace Windu, but he can't kill Mace Windu. This entire thing just kind of feels pointless for the most part.
Oh, I think our friends here are about to finally prove useful.
That kid destroyed an entire cruiser trying to get to you.
Is there something else I should be doing, Skywalker?
How about tracking him down?
So I should behave as this child does. I should seek revenge.
How is it revenge if you stop this kid and bring him to justice?
That's the thing though, it wasn't just Boba, it was an entire crew of bounty hunters.
Situation. We received a transmission from the bounty hunters. They took hostages.
Your friends here? We're not so fortunate.
Name
CT-411.
Pathetic. Boba, do it. Boba!
That was pawns.
Only 2 to go, Windu. We'll be waiting.
And your presence would only aggravate the boy. I shall go and take Padawan Tano with me.
Next time I tell you to pull the trigger, you do it. It should only be a matter of time until they track us down. Something on your mind?
We're in over our heads.
You signed on to kill Jedi. Well, this is how it's done.
You said the Separatists would pay well if we killed Windu. The kid destroyed an entire cruiser, taking hostages. That was not part of the plan.
I never took you for a coward, Castus. And what about you, Bosk? You feel the same?
I'm still in, and I need the cash.
I was planning on making a stop. You can drag your worthless carcass off of the ship when we land.
I don't understand. Shouldn't we be heading for the last place we knew Boba Fett was spotted?
The second bounty hunter in the hologram is Aura Singh.
Another bounty hunter. Like his father, Jango Fett.
It seems this boy found himself in the care of at least one of Jango's associates.
This is why Coruscant is so cool. They rarely utilize this.
Your pass, please.
The data on Jango Fett suggested he frequented this area. We must be cautious.
Oh, my dear.
Oh, Hondo. Back with Hondo.
To do anything, my darling.
What the hell?
Yes! I remember. Not mine, I take it.
He's Jango's son.
Not mine, I take it.
He was a friend, and an honorable man.
And that's Castus. But he's getting off here.
Couldn't handle her, could you? You're not the first man to bail out from under her command.
He's speaking from experience.
Oh, you're a dangerous woman, yes.
I'm stuck out here on Flora.
Warned you, working with Aura Singh is bad business.
I hear there's a downed Republic cruiser on Vancouver.
I wouldn't take credit for that. No. I wouldn't try and salvage it for a while if I were you.
I appreciate the advice. So, Boba, what is it like working with Aura?
Information that's worth something to the right people.
Oh, yes. Excuse me. Castus!
I'm surprised that didn't happen earlier.
Someone scrape that guy off the floor.
And this time, try to be more subtle.
What do you mean?
You have adopted many of your master's ways. Just try to blend in. Have a look around. I need some information.
Been a while since we had one of you down here. Busy with your war to be bothering with the likes of us.
We are never too busy for the citizens of the Republic.
Okay, try to relax, like Master Plo says.
Give me another round.
I'm gonna ask you out.
Florum. A buddy of mine was just murdered on Florum.
Murder?
And then, boom! She shot him. He was working with Aura Singh. She's bad news.
The boss's ex. There's always trouble when she shows up.
The one.
Find something interesting, kid.
Stand down.
You can't take us all, Jedi.
Prove your theory.
Hey, nobody's shooting up my place today.
Not very subtle.
Well, I was being subtle. You were right. I heard about a murder Aura Singh recently committed.
Well done, little Ahsoka.
Getting involved with the Jedi.
It seemed pretty convenient that the exact same alien that was contacting that other guy was in that bar on Coruscant, the exact same level of Coruscant that Plo Koon and Ahsoka went to.
So are you in?
I will not help you. Hello, and welcome to Florum. They're waiting inside the bar. I have no idea what just planned for
The
you.
reason you are telling us is?
So you know that I am not involved in this.
Remember, patience.
This will cost you.
I wanted Windu.
We can do this the difficult way or the simple way. The choice is yours.
Can you hear me?
Roger.
Execute the hostages if I give the word.
You have already lost, and you don't even know it.
Kill you, the hostages, whatever it takes to get what Boba wants.
Aura. Bad news, boys. If I don't hear from her soon, I'm gone. You're both fried.
Let her go!
No chance.
Well, it looks like they're both dead and Bosk is gone because we all know that he doesn't get caught.
I'm not a murderer, but I want justice.
We are justice.
I can't let you die.
You won't have to.
Aura!
Okay, alrighty.
Aura, now!
Bomb!
Aura, help! Don't leave me!
Boba, if you do not tell us where those men are, they are going to die.
She left me.
He will not reveal the location of the hostages. I thought you might talk some sense into him.
Tell the Jedi what he wants to know.
Why should I help anybody? I've got no one.
It is the honorable thing to do.
I wish this was the same Hondo we got in Rebels, man. He's such a fucking idiot in that show.
She is trying to lead you away from the hostages. Go to coordinates 1579.
Time's up.
Time's up as soon as Ahsoka showed up. Why didn't she just fly away? Why did she sit there and watch her do it?
I see now I've done terrible things. But you started when you murdered my father. I'll never forgive you.
Well, you're going to have to.
Okay, Clone Wars Season 2 in the books, ready to go. Let's slot it into the mid category. If the show has more pros, it'll go up the list. If it has more cons, it'll go down. There can only be one king, there can only be two in amazing, and there can only be three in great. And I'm quite confident in putting the Clone Wars Season 2 just slightly ahead of Season 1. My god, there was a lot of issues with the narrative in the story, a lot of plot holes, a lot of things that did not make sense, a lot of stupid character choices and moments. I will say the arcs were better in this season. They still weren't great, but they were better than Season 1. We did not get a crazy, ridiculous Jar Jar episode, so it's steps in the right direction. The animation was good. It felt like everything was heading in the right direction in that sector of the show. But the execution of these arcs, they're just, I don't know, the characters are stupid, things don't make sense, as I said before. The Mandalore arc was easily the best arc of the show. It felt like they actually tried to do something serious there, and the show proves that it has the opportunity and the capability to take itself very serious and to do something serious and kind of dark. But we don't always get that, and we get something like Attack of the Zillo Beast, where Padme and Anakin are sliding down the side of the Jedi Temple or the Senate building, and it's just like all this shit is just ridiculous, right? That's where that's gonna sit for now. Season 3, we will get there when we get there. We have a lot to go through still.